and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It's Monday. It's good to see you again. And it means it's time for Monday Night Raw. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. Wonderful. And it looks like Stone Cold's here, or is it going to be a joke for, what's his dick?
Jokes.
Is he just teasing everybody, getting them all jacked?
Somebody's excited.
We got Stone Cold's music going off.
Okay, so excited. That person's become melting.
But is it really Stunning Steve? It is! Not. Wow, Kevin Owens.
I hope he's just wearing
Look at him.
A hair thingy. A bald thing on his head.
Oh, new and improved. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, jeez Louise. Wow.
Look at that. That was awesome.
What, then when you turn on your sound, it says, wow.
You know how many people were tuning in at that time and they're like, oh, that's fun. Wow. Look at Stone Cold Steve Austin and his dad bod.
What happened to Stone Cold? I feel something's wrong. So wrong. Anyways, it looks like we had Mitzi in here earlier with the Z's. Walter says he'll see us later. James Pittman's in the chat saying, I like
James.
Becky and Seth. They are great wrestlers.
Fantastical.
Matthew says, I'll be here after 10 my time. Brock Lesnar, much love from Suplex City. Sophie's out there. Hey, Sophie. And Luke is in the chat too. Hey,
Woo!
Luke. And Mitzi wants to know, why does Austin look different? Oh, wait. That's Owens.
Looks pretty good.
Bastard.
Fans are upset about this.
Are they? Are they angry? Are they unhappy?
They call it bald face. You can't do bald face. Bald people will be upset.
Yes. Sophie says, hi, and what are your thoughts of them going to do Mania 2 nights moving forward?
Well, if that's the case, that's the case.
Yeah, we'll all survive it, I suppose. All right. Luke wants to know, so what did you all do over there to keep passing off the weather? LOL. Well, we didn't really like the cold shit, so we decided to pass it on down to Texas so that it could cause multiple F5 tornadoes and all that good stuff. And
We just like to send it down to the south.
we really don't like it. So we said no and just said,
What?
pass that shit on. Mitzi's like, why does all look down? Oh, wait, that's Owens.
Yeah, he's definitely got some weird ball thing on.
He has a bald cap on that looks really, really weird. In such a weird,
What?
very weird way of weirdness. What? They're horrible things, let's be honest.
And it got my attention.
Heidi from Staten Island's in the
Hey,
chat.
Heidi.
This reminds me of when actor Will Sasso did a skit, something similar, and his accent was spot on. Looks like I'm watching you on a YouTube weather group. There are currently 9 separate tornadoes on the ground in Texas. Yeah, they said it was going to be real bad. The weather guy we watched earlier today.
Direct Weather. Check him out on YouTube.
The
That's who I watch.
the weather patterns have stayed the same through January, February, and now March, and he's never seen that before. And it's going to cause a lot of horrific tornadoes down in the, what was it, the eastern part of Texas towards...
Yes, and then just heading that way.
Yeah, the south...
Arkansas.
To the south and then
further
heading
the
on
next
that way.
3 days.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. Bad. Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie says,
Hey, Robbie.
Yo, Gun, D, Travis, and the chat. And Luke says, I watch Ryan Hall, y'all. Well, you know, that Ryan Hall, y'all. He sounds like a legit guy.
Isn't Ryan Hall the weightlifter?
My question
He's like all
is,
big. He's like 800
does he
pounds.
only do a certain specific part of the United States? We want Austin, says the crowd.
They
Not
got
believe
Austin.
that.
He's in the ring.
I think that's his weird, creepy doppelganger. Is he really coming out now? Oh, no.
Stunning Steve might really be here.
What was that? What was that noise? That was weird. Anyways, Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin says, oh no, when did this wonderful Idaho couple still reporting the Italians with the epic flag banner? Stop repping.
That was not Italians. That was
the
Irish.
The Irish. The Irish, my friend.
It's actually
Irish.
right here.
Yeah,
We did it to him again.
we stopped repping. Sorry, no repping.
Fool me once.
Robbie says, Dean, my mate I work with, agreed with me that Darby is a quality wrestler. Wow, you got two people, like you and another person, to agree that he's a quality wrestler.
Who is that?
Darby Allin. And not just some weirdo who has some weird complex that he just wants to, like, throw himself to death, because that's pretty much all I see when I see him do stuff.
Hopefully somebody throws this man a beer.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, he can't even catch.
He's obviously doing it on purpose, but that's funny.
How horrible. What will his children think?
Does Stone Cold have kids?
I have no idea, but he has kids, so. Robbie's like, we want Stunning D instead. LOL. I'm right here, and I'm completely stunning. Thank you.
Stunning D.
Luke says he actually is legit. He has very large, very legit setup, and he covers all severe weather events in the country from winter storms to severe storms, and he lives in eastern Kentucky. Yeah, the guy Travis watches is pretty good too.
West Virginia. He's gonna stunner him.
Oh, this poor guy.
Oh no, no stunner. Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh.
Oh!
Poor dude. Poor dude. So what's even weirder is that he's like, I don't know if he has a Stone Cold beer or if it's like
The Broken Skull beer.
Like really cheap.
It looks like it.
Old like
Blue Ribbon, Paps.
Yes. Paps.
It's Blue It looks.
Ribbon.
But that's what Stone Cold drank.
Is Pabst Blue Ribbon. So that's probably what it is.
Nah. Yeah, throw it at that WrestleMania sign, Austin.
He doesn't drink, so... Well, Kevin Owens doesn't drink. Supposedly.
He's probably an alcoholic.
Commander Martha's in the chat. Hey, Commander Martha, how's it going? Vindicator says...
It's a Broken Skull beer.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Vindicator says this reminds me of when Will Sasso did Stone Cold cosplay and was almost immediately stunnered. And JVD is in the chat. Hey, JVD says, hey, what's up? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Sophie says Kevin Owens with the troll job twice in a row. Luke says he even has multiple storm chasers from National Weather Services that work with him, and he is recognized by the National Weather Service. Luke, I know you really like this guy, but can you stop talking about how much you lick his butthole?
Ew.
I mean, seriously, come on. Come on.
We had a murder hawk in our yard today. 2 of them.
I'm just teasing you, so if you don't take that as a joke, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, Commander Martha says, that's the worst southern accent ever. Commander Martha, he's Canadian. And in all reality, Stone Cold probably lost his southern accent because he moved to California.
He probably talks like a Valley girl now.
Like, oh my gosh, like, can you believe, like, he totally, like, did that? I just don't understand, like...
I'm gonna
like,
stunner him.
Like, oh my god, I'm totally, like, going to not catch this, like, bear on, like, purpose. Like, oh my god, did you, like, see his hair? It was, like, so bad. Like, this guy couldn't even, like, throw me a bear right. It was, like, so bad. Yes, that guy.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Sophie says, hopefully YouTube doesn't mess your stream up like it has been known to do. And Vindicator says, funny enough, that black shirt makes Owens look a little thinner and more like Eddie Kingston. Oh, sweet. JVD says, Austin received the loudest pop of the night and he isn't even there. Sophie says, I'd rather see Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens in a match at Mania instead of a talking segment.
He just can't do it.
He's broken. Like, really broken. Like, that guy is broken. He has so many issues, it's not even funny. JVD says, Austin drank Coors a lot, too. And Luke says, I will be less strict, but that person's one of the no-fly zone. Robbie's like, what are you eating there, Travis? He just
green beans.
Down a whole bunch of green beans.
I was trying to get him down before the show, but that didn't work out. We had a hawk, and I played outside with a camera all day.
Yeah.
We had 2 falcons, and they're like the fastest birds in the world. The ones that we had, they're called a Pegagian.
Do you want me to try for you? Peregrine falcon.
Peregrine.
They were peregrine falcons. They were a mating pair of peregrine falcons, which is something you don't actually normally see.
They killed the duck.
Around here, they killed...
They offed a duck in our front yard.
They didn't off it in the front yard. They offed it in the air, and it fell down from the sky.
To our front yard.
To our front yard.
So, and they're very rare in our area. They're not rare in the world, but they are rare in our area. There's only like 4 nests in Idaho that they've found.
Seth just literally stole his microphone.
He's taking it out to the ring, maybe.
He's like, fuck you, I'm taking it with me. Let's see. Sophie says, how sad is this? They put more effort into their Saudi Arabia shows than they do Mania this year. It looks like, Sophie, you can't say that when WrestleMania hasn't even happened
We're 2
yet.
weeks away.
Hasn't even happened yet.
What are we, 12 days out?
Hey, it's Ray and his son.
All right.
Let's see. JVD says, what y'all have for dinner? I have to ask people that actually ate food.
I ate green beans. Just now, you watched it.
Nothing. And I haven't really had anything all day. I'm kind of hangry right now. Sophie says this year's 2 Night of Mania feels like special episodes of Raw and SmackDown with the matches that are on the card for both nights. Janelle Jackson's in the chat. Hey, Janelle. Says if Bianca Belair injury is not storyline, who do you still replacing her? Liv?
No, it would be Rhea, but that's not happening. It's storyline.
Yeah.
It's definitely storyline.
Stories.
They haven't changed anything on the marquees. They haven't done anything like that. They're still advertising it as the match. It's all good.
Yeah.
But if it was, I mean, obviously Bliss deserves it, but it'd be Rhea.
Luke says, Sophie, you're judging an event that hasn't even happened yet just because you aren't wowed by it doesn't mean it sucks. Robbie says, Defo broken, not even D can fix him, and Seth, his laugh should be an alarm tone, lol.
I also want to hear some crazy rumors, and this is out, like this is from the top people that do rumors.
Rumors.
Like the Meltzers of the world. Omos versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania is one of them. I'm like, what? I thought Bobby's going to be out for 4 months.
Sounds stupid.
But anyways,
stupid.
that's a big one. I'm surprised Sophie hasn't brought that up.
Yeah. JVD, what did you have for dinner? Or are you still waiting to have dinner?
That's from Ross something at Fightful, by the way. That's my source, so you guys can Google.
Google it. Vindicator says
Source
January
check.
1st, 2024 is when WWE will a new chief of creative operations named Sophie Dofi. Sophie says, I bet I'm the only one that isn't wowed by the Mania card this year. Sophie, I'm sorry to inform you, sweetheart, but you're not really the only one. Travis has mentioned a few times that the card is lacking. It doesn't have a Mania
The reason
wow
is because they're putting water between the main events.
There you go.
There's like 5 really good matches that I'm like, woo, like Edge and AJ, that's great.
Right.
But then they just throw in like that women's fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
And it puts water in it.
It was 3, and then they're like, let's have 2 more.
Well, it should have been a title match, a one-on-one title match.
Yep.
That's better. Now, granted, the 4-ways are fun, but that waters it down, is all I'm saying. So there's a lot of water in there, but if you gold pan it with your water, and you'll get some gold in there.
That's usually what happens.
Especially if Cody shows up and wrestles Seth like it's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
This
Seth
stuff
still
is...
has a match coming up. We don't know what it's going to be. Well, it looks so Sophie, but I guarantee you there were tons who like this WrestleMania card. Robbie says, D, it's your boys, Dipper, Ray, and Condom. They're yours. All yours. Roberto is in the chat. Hey, Roberto, how's it going, man?
Woo.
Says, ha ha ha, KO, you're so funny. But he gave him a thumbs down, and a not so funny laughing face. Vindicator says, but nobody is wowed by Dominik Mysterio. I know that isn't breaking news to anybody except maybe Robbie. Sophie says the USA Network is happy with NXT 2.0 ratings, though. Yes, they did say that. That came out in their little talk about them. That they love them and they will keep them forever and ever.
They like the 600,000. That's actually a lot of people watching your shit.
Considering what they will literally have on their... They don't have any actual real content on their TV channel very much anymore.
Right, USA.
So, like, USA doesn't come out with, like, their own content very much. Like, they used
Original
to have
content.
shows.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have fucking shows all the time. Like, they were shows that were
Well,
on
they have,
USA.
like, there's reality ones, The Miz and Mrs.
Yeah, but they're just MTV. So, you know, they're not showing actual, like, shows. They're just reality garbage. Anyways, Picola is in the chat. Hey, Picola says, sound the rumor alert. We got that one too. Whichever alert sound you want to go with. Sophie says, I brought up Bobby versus Omos in another WWE Live watch along. Cool.
Did they get mad at you?
JVD says, I had baked pork chops with baked potatoes. A lot of bacon.
Boom.
Got some bacon going on there. Did you have bacon with your baking potatoes and baking pork chops?
Although
you
should put bacon bits on there.
An actual vegetable with said pork chops and potatoes? Hopefully you had some
and corn is not a vegetable.
Pork chops and
it's
baked
just another
potatoes
starch.
And a vegetable. Robbie says, Sophie, I'm wowed by you. LOL. Picole's like, how do you make crispy potatoes without frying? JVD says, what up, Picola? And Luke says, air fryer, Picola.
Or bake. Baking gets stuff hard.
Crispy potatoes.
Right.
What kind of potatoes are you trying to make crispy?
Trust me, if you put something in the oven long enough, it's coming out crispy. So.
Sure that. It just dehydrates all the air.
You could probably even put a bowl of cereal in the microwave and it would come out. Or not microwave, but in the oven and it would come out crispy. If you cooked it long enough.
Most cereal's already crispy, but yes.
I meant with milk in it.
Oh, milked cereal.
Eventually it would be crunchy.
Robbie's
again.
like, what happened to Ray's daughter? Her love interest moved on to other pastures.
Yeah, he's over in AEW.
Called AEW. JVD says, P. Cole, you can slice them and bake them, right? And P. Cole says, hey, everyone.
Glorious show-offs.
P. Cole, I have to know. Did you end up making biscuits? Did you make biscuits? Not my biscuits. I don't care if you made biscuits, the recipe I sent you. I'm just curious if you actually made biscuits.
Buttermilk biscuits.
No, just
we discussed this
biscuits.
earlier. Hey!
Sophie says this year's Mania doesn't deserve 2 nights since most of the matches doesn't deserve to be part of Mania this year. AEW Rampage got a very low rating this past week.
I didn't watch it.
It was on so late, Sophie, that most people probably didn't even watch it.
It was on like 11:30 Eastern time.
After the NCAA tournament that was on.
Most people were at the bar getting strange at that time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
They're like, ew, God no. And if they were at the bar, they were watching the NCAA tournament. And once that was over, they probably put it on to something else.
Well, who watches TV at the bar? I mean, I get watching some, but not like
sports at the bar.
Right, but not at 11:30.
There's
At some point, you give up on sports and you go look for strange. Is what I'm saying.
I think that happens about closing time.
That's called panic.
That's called strange. Vindicator says, how many gold mines did you trudge through back in the day, Travis? That type of gold digging would seem like tedious work compared to how sausage wallets have crafted it.
Oh, I know. And yes, I have gold mined in the woods before.
JVD says, so I gave my wife a glue stick instead of lipstick, and she's still not talking to me.
Hilarious.
We know you don't have a wife, so it's even more funny.
Well, it glued her mouth shut. She can't talk.
I know. That's what I said,
okay.
but he doesn't have a wife, so it's even more funny. Robbie says, D, stop with the rumors. I ain't doing no rumors. That's all Travis.
So with Dolph having that blue thing in his hair, only you're going to understand this, but it reminds me of Argus's bedding. I'm like, it's stuck in his hair. It's like Naxos.
I don't know, his foot yesterday.
Yeah.
He went downstairs and like came upstairs with a piece of puppy pee pad. Like somewhere, somehow.
Oh, and drives Dom down one.
Probably from the laundry room that needs to be cleaned up.
Did you give Argus some medicine?
I did not give him any medicine.
You should have given it to him right when you got here.
Nah, because then he would only have had like a couple hours before we gave him medicine.
We didn't need to give it to him again.
Figured he could
So
just have his medicine.
it's nice seeing Roode. Hopefully they can do something where these guys are on the WrestleMania card. I left Dolph and Roode completely off.
Well, yeah, he would because he's the NXT champion.
Yeah,
Don't they have
but
an NXT thing earlier in the day on Saturday?
Right, and he'll probably lose the title that time. Seth! Seth's coming down!
I'm fucking tired of you
This
guys.
is kind of like when they do the 24/7 stuff
Right.
in the middle of a match.
Right.
They give two shits about these guys.
Right. P. Cola's comment to JVD says, sounds like a sticky situation. It looks as if you don't get to decide what's important or not. Stop being a dirt sheet person, just watch and enjoy, or don't watch if you're so against it. JVD says, I actually had cream corn with it too. So you didn't have a vegetable. You just had starch. Cream corn is good though.
Yeah, I mean, cream corn's my favorite.
Sophie says, I'm not against it. Robbie says, D knows about crispy. Vindicator's like, Sophie, yes, it's because I'm a terrible cook, Robbie, that's why. So, Vindicator Sophie take over on page and raise their ratings by a couple centimeters. JVD's like, Pico laughing. Robbie says, not.
Oh, they cut his mic.
What happened to Ray's
It came back
daughter. I said there's no reason to have
He
her
wants a spot at
anymore,
WrestleMania so he
Robbie,
can live forever, but his mic keeps going out.
because her love entrance left.
Who keeps cutting his mic?
His suit jacket is very hypnotizing.
I wonder if that was supposed to happen because it seemed like it kept cutting in and out.
On purpose or
But
not
yeah,
on
that's
purpose?
what I'm saying. Was it on purpose?
Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla. And Sophie says NXT 2.0 has Dolph Ziggler as champion. Really? Yeah, really. And looks like Sophie, you constantly let us know how WrestleMania is not this or that.
They have Mandy Rose and Dolph. Two main stars.
They like each other.
Roster
Pico
stars.
says, I appreciate the recipe. I didn't try it yet, unfortunately. Oh, no. You don't have to try my recipe at all.
Yeah, you do. She's going to pout about it.
No, I'm not. I don't care.
I'm teasing.
He
But
just
it
asked
sounds
for
fun.
a biscuit recipe, and I have one, so I gave it to him and said, here you go, try it out. You can try it if you want. If you don't, I don't care. I just asked if you made biscuits.
Whatever.
I just wanted to know if you made biscuits in general.
Are we on
Because
yet?
you were talking about biscuits. JVD says, what's up, Ayla? Vindicator says, hey. Sophie's like, front page got 330K. And Luke says, hey, Ayla. Ayla's like, hey, guys. And Sophie says, at least after Mania's over, they got till May for Mania Backlash. Sophie says there are some pros and cons about 2-day Mania, though. JVD says, I heard they are cutting gas prices on the 1st. We're calling it April Fuels.
April Fool's Day.
Ayla's like, but a bump. And Piccolo says, I'm still sad about Scott Hall. A lot of stuff he went through sort of resonates with me more than usual. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Tough.
Vindicator says, Ayla won't acknowledge the only other girl in here because they are arch nemesis. Luke says, so for the point is, it's a 2-day Mania period, so constantly complaining about it does nothing but irritate people.
Yeah, and night one looks terrible on paper.
Yeah, when you start talking about it.
If you look at night one, it's like they're kind of just giving up on the show. So that's why I'm thinking, because they haven't announced, obviously, the Cody and Seth thing, if Cody's coming.
Right.
It's got to be on night one. Because there's nothing else that's that exciting on night one. It almost looks like a leftovers. Like, I'm like, ugh.
Yep.
And night two looks good. There's like 2 or 3 really good matches on night
night
3.
two, yeah.
On night 2. I
So-
said night 3, but I meant on the 3rd.
I know what you're
April
talking about.
3rd.
So it says Dolph is going to be part of the NXT pay-per-view, and if they want him for Mania, he will be double booked that day, or he could just show up on Sunday. Michael Lareda's in the chat, though. Hey, Michael, how's it going, man? Says Cody, just come out already.
Woo!
God she is like, Seth is getting censored. Ayla's like, Vin, you're right, but I love Aoife, so explain that. So he says Seth versus Cody at Mania. It will be interesting how that match gets set up. JVD's given the laugh, and Luke says, Luke, I made stuffed green peppers with ricotta and mozzarella cheese, real bacon bits, and little potato bits for dinner with a salad. So you put in the green peppers, you put bacon bits and potatoes in it with cheese. Did you put any kind of meat in the green pepper? And I personally think everything else sounds okay except for maybe the ricotta part. I'm not a big fan of ricotta cheese. And the green peppers.
Is that a boat race?
Green peppers. What?
Is that a boat race?
No. That's not.
Ricotta cheese.
No. Different thing. The ricotta cheese is a icky Italian cheese. It's like, it's like powdery but wet. It's kind of weird. It's like the
Sounds
weirdest...
like my goat cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Powdery
It doesn't
but
have
wet.
quite that flavor though. The goat cheese has more of a soury Swiss cheese kind of flavor, where the ricotta is like, I just don't like it. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like it in things. Personally, that's just my own personal preference. But that's interesting to put potatoes in it. Most people put
We are
rice
back.
and green pepper.
Look at
or their
this. Dolph
stuffed
Ziggler
peppers.
got little Ray up on the top.
It looks like I like Alita too. And I'm cool with Robbie, so I do like other girls in chat. Robbie is kind of a girl. And Michael says, I want to see LA Knight on the main roster.
Me too.
Vindicator says, Aoife and Alita haven't been in here in years. Aoife was here not too long ago. She was in here during the day. She's in school. She's young. Ayla's like, LOL, still cool chicks. And Luna says, you're right. It says he is getting censored. JVD says, Ayla, you're cool with Fat Lisa too. Vindicator says, but seriously, I knew that. Ayla, I actually meant in the chat tonight. So he says, so in all, with 2 nights of Mania, it will be 7 or 8 hours of Mania, including the 2-hour kickoff show for both nights of Mania. No 2-hour kickoff show for both nights.
We don't know what the kickoff show is, but I don't know why it would be a 2-hour one.
It would make
It doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, in the past, it did when they were 7 hours long or 5-hour shows with a 2-hour kickoff show.
Yeah.
But it just is weird if they do a 2-hour show. But I mean, I haven't looked.
On each night? God, I think I would just not come.
Well, there wouldn't be
like,
any matches
he's
for 2
Robbie's
of them,
like,
or
Ayla
for
funny
1
as
hour.
always. Ayla's like, oh, hi, Sophie. Sophie says Austin is part of night 1 of Mania. JVD says, I think Austin and KO is going to main event night 1.
Right, unless Cody and Seth are there, and then I would assume they would. Although they're probably going to go ahead and let Charlotte and Ronda, just because of the whole woke.
Mm-hmm. Robbie's like, they are keeping the Cody suspense for D, and is like, happy Ben, I
Oh,
myself for you.
Cutter.
Luke says, yes, doesn't bacon equal meat? LOL. No, actually, I don't really consider bacon like an actual meat. I actually look at it as like an addition to what you're having. So bacon makes everything better. So you would put other meat in there, and the bacon would enhance whatever else is in there. I don't really look at it as like a substitute for meat in meals. Except for breakfast. That's different. But when you're talking dinner, it just doesn't have enough
Look at this.
sustenance to make it like
Big ol'.
amazing.
Oh! Dom, turn it around. 1, 2. Poor Robert Roode.
He just gets into the shit end of the stick.
He sure does.
Sophie says, remember last year, night 1 of Mania was so much better than night 2.
Can you imagine having to lose to this fucking guy? I mean,
It would
be
an
almost
embarrassment
worth
to
quitting.
yourself.
2 and 3.
Look at him just lay there like,
Oh, I mean,
God, I hate
it would
my
have
life.
to be one of the most embarrassing things in the history of the sport. Get him, Miz. Oh, Miz takes out Ray. Oh, skull crushing finale. Ugh. Easy for me to say.
Skull crushing finale. Rob's like, red Leicester cheese. Leicester cheese is a bad boy.
Oh, he took his mask clean off.
Oh no.
Miz is getting dirty.
Oh no.
We've all seen what he looks like. We need a towel. I grew up with Rey Mysterio without a mask on, guys,
Right?
so I know what he looks like.
I have no idea what his face looks like. Know what his diapers look like, though. Michael says, I'm hearing Cody would have black hair because of Vince. I don't think Cody cares what Vince wants.
Hey, and he looked really good with the black hair. That would actually be cool with that whole nightmare thing.
Why do you rip up that person's sign? That's terrifying.
You always rip up people's signs. You're a heel.
I think a lot of people consider bacon a fat. So he's like, could they do a 3-night Mania like Wrestle
Kingdom
did for their big show?
Could they? Yes. Will they? I don't think so.
Do I hope they don't? Yeah, I hope they never do. Vindicator says, don't dumb things down for me too much. Ayla might be difficult to rebound from it in weeks' time. Pico says, I feel the same about Parmesan cheese. Sort of stinks to me. Parmesan cheese is kind of smelly. It does have kind of a stinky smell.
So Seth's in the back. He's pretty upset. I don't think they cut him.
Give it to me! Rob saying thanks for the love, Ayla. Like, Sophie, you're beating a dead horse again. Just let it go and move on. And here's like, quick, someone post a beating a dead horse emoji. Ayla's got horses and guns and sticks and slapping. That's not very nice. JVD says, at least Rey isn't wearing a diaper. Not one that's very insistent, right? People's like they could, but why ruin a good thing? I mean, mediocre thing.
I like to make a weekend out of sporting events myself.
Do you?
I just don't know. I just liked it better when it was NXT on Saturday and then WrestleMania on Sunday.
True.
But that's my opinion. I could care, I'm going to do whatever it takes to watch it, so.
Yes. Cole says they could, but why ruin a good thing? Luke says, well, the bacon is definitely enhancing the peppers. Yeah, I don't really consider peppers a meat food group. And I don't think it would enhance the peppers. I don't like green peppers. Green peppers are gross. Their flavor takes over the flavor of everything else that they're even incorporated with. They touch it, it tastes like that pepper.
I like the red ones and the orange ones.
Yes, the orange and the yellow and the red. The sweeter ones of bell peppers are good. But the green peppers, they're kind of spicy because they're not as ripe.
Look at this. Alpha Trust fall.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, he fell the wrong way.
Oh, Lord Pants.
Oh, they're getting sponsored by Snickers again. Good deal.
Yeah, they had that a while ago. Remember we talked about that, I think, over a year. About last year sometime?
Well, I knew they didn't have it for a while.
Yes, but they started bringing it back and like, oh, look, they have Snickers again.
It must satisfy.
It satisfies. Sophie says if COVID didn't happen, they wouldn't have explored doing a 2-night mania in the first place. Yeah,
Facts.
You tell him, Sophie. Rob is like, D teaching Rick Stein how to cook food. Yeah, that's it. Jones, the police captain Cat is in the chat saying, Miz, you're under arrest.
Under
Thanks,
arrest.
Police Captain Cat. Minikers Dalitha, who do you like more, Ziggler or Hangman Page? Hangman Page. Michael Loretta says, I can't stand behind Dominik because he looks like a little kid out there. He is a little kid out there. You know what's really sad about that is the fact that he is in a top spot almost because of his father. When you have people who probably should be in that spot that are better, and he took their place. I don't get it. I just don't. Can you guys explain that to me?
No.
No, you can't.
It's unexplainable.
Robbie
We
says,
know what it is.
I have black hair. Ew, gross, Robbie. Ugh. I'm just kidding. People's like Miz trying to recycle the Jericho Mysterio from feud 14 years ago. Oh, man. Vindicator says Miz is better at tearing signs than winning championship belts.
Yeah, he was a champion early in the year last year. Before Bobby.
Yeah. Bullbike.
Oh, Bobby.
Bullbike. Ravi says D is definitely enhancing this episode of Raw. LOL. And it's like green bell pepper. I'll only
You're
eat
the
them
bacon of Raw.
when I make Chef John's stuffed pepper recipe so good. And Pico's like his faja. Yes, his faja. Sophie says Ryan Reynolds or Paul Rudd. Ryan Reynolds or Paul Rudd? Oh, God damn.
That's a tough one.
You know, it's tough because
Probably
they
Paul.
are so different with their comedy, if that's what you're going after. If you're going after looks...
You sound like you're from London.
I'll have to say Paul Rudd because Ryan Reynolds' eyes are kind of close together and it bugs me every time I see his face. Ayla's like, Ravi, you're disgusting. Exactly. JVD says Dominik would probably be better if he started out in NXT. I was like, but my hair is going gray slightly. Stop being so stressed. Maybe you should get a different job. Riley says, Ayla, it's your dirty mind. Ayla's like, nah, it's you.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
How bizarre.
So bizarre. So, like, totally a bizarre.
So bizarre.
You're like watching Arby's commercials.
I'm
How
not.
far back are you?
It runs about 2 minutes behind her.
Really? That's weird.
Well, it lets me know what I can screenshot, though. I'm like, oh, that's what I want. And then I can wait.
Oh, that's cool. I was like, Ayla, it's always you, but we move. What?
They're in Chi-Town.
They're in Chicago. Hey, JVD, was the traffic really bad since they're in Chicago?
Chi-Town.
In
Sports and pizza.
Chicago.
Sports and pizza.
Chicago.
Sports and pizza.
Yeah, how is the deep dish pizza? Is that really a thing? Is it really that good?
Pizza?
Do they put the...
It's all right. Pizza?
Is it like regular pizza, but it's just deep dish instead? Because, Detroit style does it different. They put their fucking sauce on top. That's fucking weird. Sophie says, so in a way, thanks to COVID, the WWE finally came up with the 2-night of Mania thing. I wonder if the 2-night Mania thing would have been an idea if COVID didn't happen. I'm sure they probably talked about it before, Sophie, and just never did it, because why would they? It just seems weird. JVD's like, I have a taste for taco pizza. Taco,
So it is a thing.
Taco,
Oh, wait, no, it's spaghetti. It was spaghetti pizza that I was talking about earlier. Oh, he must be talking to Jake Paul. Logan Paul.
I think he is talking to Logan. It was like, well, Dalitha pointed it out. What am I pointing out? Commander Martha says, hey, they're in my hometown. Wouldn't you have known that if you're the commander of the Chicago PDU?
Don't you have to
Martha?
be there?
Wouldn't you know that as your job as a police person? JVD says, not for me, LOL. Not for you, what? Taco pizza or deep dish taco pizza? You should make a deep dish taco pizza. What do you think about that? Huh? Yeah. Looks like Sophie. Get up, please. Change topics. Sophie's like Mike Myers or Chris Farley. Are we going for their comedy?
Or like their Goodwill or something.
One of them's dead. So
I'm going to go with Mike Myers on that one. I think Mike Myers is hilarious. The love guru.
JVD says, no, I can't stand deep dish pizza. LOL. Vindicator says, Robin Williams. He's like, I'm going off grid. Because, like, deep dish is just too much. Like, I could barely eat 2 slices. Wasn't that the point? It's a lot. Like, it's deep. So, of course, you can't barely eat 2 pieces. 2 slices. I've never had real Chicago deep dish pizza, so I wouldn't know. Never been to Chicago. I've been told not to go there. It's dangerous and scary. So's Detroit.
Oakland.
I've been told many cities in other states do not go there. They are sky. Chicago, Detroit, and Oakland. Scary. It looks like you pointed out how disgusting Ravi is. I did. It looks like deep dish lasagna. Yes. Yes, deep dish lasagna. Oh, the deep dish lasagna. That's what you call it. That's what you call an Italian pie. It's not really, pizza. They lie. But I was like, Ayla, I learned from you, LOL. JVD's laughing, and Ayla's like, or Blackfoot, just as bad as Detroit. I don't feel that that's true. Nope, I can't agree with that one. Commander Martha says the PDU stands for Police Division Unit.
Hell yeah, it does.
Okay, so your Police Division Unit, hello, Chicago. Wouldn't you be involved in what's happening in Chicago? That's so weird. So weird. Oh my God, he's landed.
Good thing they're showing us what happened on Friday.
I would have never known because I didn't watch it on Friday. I forgot all about it. Well, they have to. Because Brock's like the Raw champion, right?
Yes. But he's never been on Raw since he won it.
You ever been to Blackfoot? It's bad. No. I don't go there. I pass it. Commander says, I'm off duty tonight. Oh, well, that makes sense. Vindicator says ravioli with melted nacho cheese is pretty good. No. Ravioli with that, no. think that Robbie would enjoy nacho cheese melted on him.
So if you guys are just joining us, what they're showing is what happened on SmackDown between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. That's why there's not a lot going on.
Yes, as Vindicator says, the Monday Night Recap strikes again, Travis.
It's hitting hard.
Vindicator also said, and don't anyone turn that into a dirty Miz level joke. Totally did it. It's nasty. JVD says, where the hell is Blackfoot? Well, they were a people. Indigenous.
They were an Indian tribe on this side of the country.
The Blackfeet. Look them up.
And so they named a city after them.
Yeah.
After they threw them onto a reservation.
Run them over.
They're like, hey, let's pay tribute to them. I have an idea.
It was like exactly you drive past that you do not enter. I've actually been there quite a few times and multiple times to go to places in that quote city.
Oh, like Moss!
Freaky beesh. Vin is married. Vindicator, slight delete the thinking to Miz level. It's not my fault that Ayla gave Ravi the nickname Ravioli. Jesus, Vindicator.
He's a Nigerian. He's the new Nigerian nightmare.
Oh, is he? Is that what he calls himself?
No, I just called him.
God, Ravi's like, do I normally pour melted cheese on myself and take bites out of myself. That's pretty disgusting, my friend.
So he's taking on Apollo and Aziz.
Oh, he's
tonight.
taking them both on tonight because he likes them so much.
Calendar Aziz.
Calendar Aziz. Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz versus Moss. Moss is out there. Probably like, Ayla, you're so original, LOL. Commander says, I don't work Fridays or Mondays, only Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
You're part-time?
What do you do on Saturdays and Sundays? Not work?
They don't count their weekends.
They don't count. JBD says, my B-day is in 2 days. What should I do to celebrate? Probably not come in here since it's on... Is it on Wednesday? If it is, you can come say hi, but don't stay. It depends on what you want to do.
And if it's legal.
How old are you getting, and is it legal to do that stuff? Ella says, thanks. Since it says Roman and Brock on Raw next week, what brand split?
They got to build. To Mania.
Commander Martha's like, I meditate on the weekends. Do your Wim Hofing? That's good.
Some Wim Hof.
Make sure you don't get all angry and shoot people.
Build that wedge.
It's like, I will let you ask Vin as you want to be advocate. LOL.
Let the body do what the body does.
That's right. Let the body do what the body does. Okay, that's so weird.
Burritos and churros, are they the same thing?
No. Burritos and churros are not the same thing.
You better not explain them to me and be the same thing.
They're not the same thing.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Churros are like a dessert, and they aren't in a tortilla.
What are they?
I'm not exactly sure what they're made out of, but they're like puffy, and they're usually covered in like cinnamon and sugar.
Mm.
They're some kind of a dough.
A female deer.
That, like funnel cake dough. So they're like kind of like a funnel cake, but they're usually...
Hold on. What's a funnel cake?
You get them at the fair. They put them in like oil, and then they put
like
the
scone?
dough, and it's like all kinds of like.
Is it a scone?
No, not a scone. Like pancake batter kind of thing.
Yummy.
Kind of like that. Kind of like the dough is the batter's like that.
Yum.
But I think a churro is a little bit denser than that, but not quite like scones. Oh, let's see. I was like, Vin, Ravioli wants to know what you're doing tonight. Wink, wink. The Nicker's like, yeah, I'm done with Omaha. They're trying too hard to recreate Andre the Giant with this guy, and it's just not working. He's too big and awkward. I'm taking a 14-minute break. Pico's like, I'd say save up next year and take the tram down to New Orleans. Robbie says, I'm currently sipping a light beer, LOL. Nice.
Boom.
Sipping your light beer.
Is it a Stone Cold Broken Skull beer?
It was like getting loose for Ben. Jesus. JVD says, I'm going to be 33, but apparently it's illegal for me to even fly a damn kite. It's illegal for you to fly a kite?
Is it because it's windy, or why is it illegal to fly a kite?
I don't get your joke. Robbie says, nah, forget Vin. Oh, I want to know what Ayla is doing tonight. Oh, God. Vindicator's like, nothing much, Ayla. Spending the night in the chat with all these skinks. Well, at least I think that's what I'm doing. I don't have a new house to remodel after all. Ayla's like, hear that, Robbie? Vin is all yours. Commander Martha says, look, I have been in on the force for 30 years. And sometimes we need a break once in a black moon. No pun joke here. 2 years ago, I had to work from my private penthouse in Black Forest, Chicago. Oh my God, you poor thing. You had to work out of your penthouse? How do you afford a penthouse?
Drug money.
Drug money? Yeah, You're a dirty cop. Not surprising in Chicago. I'm kidding. We have a place like that. It's called Ada County. They're all dirty. JVD says, I'm dying at Ayla's comments. My fucking ass. I was like, I'm still sick. I'm not doing anything. I was like, nah, it's some Spanish tang. Oh, I was like, oh, I will give Vin to someone that needs him. Cough, cough, Ayla, cough. JVD's like, skinks, lives matter, damn it. Yeah, Vindicator. Skinks, lives matter too, you know.
So I was hoping this would be a match at WrestleMania, but this is not happening. So maybe they are going to do a Bobby.
Maybe. I think it'd be stupid.
He should hit him with that giant Q-tip. Try to shove it in his ear.
Well, it's about as tall as him. Just rub it in his butt a little bit. Just poke him in the butt while he's trying to do his moves. Give him a low blow with it. It was like, I don't need Vin. Oh, yeah, that's just cruel. It's like wrestling grab lives matter. Oh, do they? I don't think so. Lies. All lies. Oh, it looks like Vin needs you. Poor Vindicator. He's like, I'm out. He's like, 14-minute break isn't enough. JVD's laughing, and I was like, Ayla, you can't be rude to Vin. Javier Francisco's in the chat. Hey, Javier. Says, I'm back, y'all.
Hey.
Where'd you go? Where were you? Why'd you leave? Commander says, hey, I want to get out of the city once in a while. In your penthouse? Seems like an expensive thing to get out of the city for. Wouldn't it be like the little cabin out on the lake or something?
Crew's coming in. Drop kick right to the back.
Aziz is like,
Aziz.
How dare that mosquito bite me? Ayla says, I've been ruder to Vin than you. I can do what I want. James Sotelo is in the chat says, how are you doing? I'm watching you from the hospital. My hemoglobin is very low, so I have to have a blood transfusion.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Look at this. Double choke slam. Aziz fighting his way out of it, though. Omos looks like he might be big uppercut.
No. What?
About an uppercut.
No, Ayla said ew. And then she said ew, ew to Robbie's comment about Ayla. I need you. Laughing about it. I feel like I'm in a weird... Oh, his shoulder hurts. What's he gonna do?
Uh-oh, maybe he tore it.
Ayla's like, you need Jesus.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
You all motherfuckers need Jesus. You need Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Ravioli needs Jesus. So...
The match just started.
The match just now started. Javier says, I had to take time off because I don't know. But I'm back. Well, that's always a good reason to take time off when you don't know. Hopefully you took off time from all social media, not just YouTubing social media. He has his name tag on so he doesn't forget who he is. It's always a plus.
Right. Oh, look at the power here by the gargantuan. Boom! Drops him down.
Robbie's like, Ayla, Jesus can't save me now. Omos is going in. Omos is already in. He's there.
Uh-oh.
He's
Apollo
kicking buttholes all over the place. It's
jumps
terrible.
right into his arms like a baby. Gorilla press and down.
Threw him down. Why did he land on his arm like that?
He's
like, let me put my wrists down here and break my wrists. I forgot to, catch myself correctly.
Moss. Smith, nobody likes you.
Who said that?
Smith, the guy in the middle.
The guy in the middle? He's not too bad.
Hey,
he's gotten a little weirder.
Right. Try to get comfortable. Don't get comfortable.
Yeah. It says you need to rethink. And Sophie says, how's Idaho doing? Sunny?
It looks good. It's going to be 70 this week, so.
It looks like it blew up. Robbie's like, help me, Ayla, then. And it looks like I'm going to block you. You guys
He's going to pin them both. Look at this.
Stop being weird.
Well, Apollos are down. 1, 2, 3.
He's like, excuse me, sir.
I'm just saying, that was terrible.
The whole thing is terrible.
Absolutely terrible.
Like, Omos is terrible. Like, I don't want to see him anymore. I'm just tired of this guy. I'm kind of with Vin on this. I'm just sick and tired of seeing him. It's pathetic.
Well, they're just doing it wrong, and it's terrible.
It was like, Robbie is getting weird, not me. Y'all are weird. Like you said earlier, but it's in the whole chat. Y'all need Jesus. Y'all need Jesus. Y'all need Jesus. Robbie's like, Elon, all kinds of mad tonight. Mad Hatterish? Oh, she took the tea, my friend. She took the tea. That's why you're so angry, isn't it, Robbie?
Here, just use this. This is full anyways.
I can just use that.
Yeah, you can. It don't matter how big they are. It doesn't matter how many there are. He's undefeated.
Pickle says, Idaho can't really come to the phone, right?
Does anybody have the balls? Is it Bobby?
Somebody kick him in the balls! Jones, the police captain, cat, is out there saying, hey, you're telling me, Commander, I'm from New York. And the crime right here is just fucking crazier than Chi-Town. And it was like, yeah, it's me. I'm the one on mad. You guys are all mad.
He wants somebody to wrestle him at WrestleMania. It doesn't matter who, though, because they're going to be dominated. Have Brock beat him next week.
It's Veer. He's going to come out and smack him.
I wish Veer would show up.
Him. Smack him. Smack him.
I smack you.
I smack. I want a character like that. Can we have a wrestling character like that?
With his wife and his kids.
I smack you.
Damian Sandow would have been perfect.
Robbie's like, D, when did your boy Omos learn to speak on the mic? That what you call that is speaking? That's hilarious. JVD's like, my Kia got stolen the other day. Now I have a Nokia.
Oh, fuck.
You're fucking dad jokes, my friend. Ugh. Pickle's like, seriously, give this man a damn manager. What's he talking about?
Well, they had him with AJ Styles. And then
He's talking about... He
wants an opponent for WrestleMania. Were you just yelling in their ears? Sorry. Should have had a warning.
Travis speaks Neanderthal. Just saying.
I do. That's fine.
See? I told you he knows.
He said he doesn't care if it's on Monday Night Raw or at WrestleMania. He wants somebody with the balls. Marbles.
Neanderthal speak.
AJ Styles is here tonight, and he is going to be addressing the crowd.
He's going to address him?
Address. There he is.
Hey, it's AJ.
I just said that.
Woo! Robin's like, oh, what was Omos doing then? I don't fucking know what he was doing. Pickle's like, I had a Nokia pager back in the day, right? You know, I still think I have my pager from back in the day.
I know I did. Well,
I'm pretty sure I have my pager and all my Nokia phones. No shit. I still have them.
Well, hold on to them now. Now you could sell them for $1 million as classics.
I know, right? It looks like Robbie's like one of those guys who asks a girl out. When she says no, he gets all mad and says, I was joking, you're ugly anyway. Jamie's like laughing home. She live life or delete this Omos impression. I was like, only to you I would say that, LOL. It was like, yeah. So it was like, did I miss anything? I was gone for a few minutes.
Yeah, you missed Omos beat both Commander Aziz and Apollo.
Yeah, and then he talked, maybe. I think that's what that was. Anyways, he said something about... What did he say, Travis?
He said that he doesn't care if you're on Raw or at WrestleMania. He wants an opponent, somebody with balls.
Neanderthal speak. That's what he spoke. Rewind it. People, it's soothing and traumatizing. I apologize for my horrible impressions. Robbie's like, I had a 5110 Nokia and then the 3210. Nokias were cool. I wish that Nokia would have kept up with the smartphone age. I love Nokia phones.
Well, I'd love to be able to throw my phone across the street and kill a bird with it and then go make a phone call.
Right? Like, hello.
They were basically a violent weapon.
They were violent.
You could change your numbers on the the keypad.
Mm-hmm.
You could pop that screen off and put a new keypad.
Yeah, those were pretty cool. I loved those. They had little you could take out the keypads and all the buttons and whatnot too, and the cover. So you could have different different
face
covers on it and stuff like that. So it was pretty good.
Good stuff.
DVD's laughing. Robbie says, D does the WWE impressions first. Mandy Endurance, now Omos, LOL. It's the only ones I know. I don't know any others. Sorry. Oh, who else was I impersonating? Just a second ago. Valley Girl Talk.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I did that impression too. Did you guys like it?
Now that he lives in LA in the Valley, he's a Valley man.
I guess I'd have to talk in a lower voice, which I cannot do.
I have to get in shape for WrestleMania.
Oh my gosh. Totally.
I was hoping to just be surfing that weekend, but now I've got to be wrestling Kevin Owens, who's from Canada. Oh my gosh, as if.
There,
that's the new Stunning Steve Austin.
Stunning Steve Austin impersonation.
Now that he lives in LA.
I was like, D does that. Do you crack me up? Do I? That's good. Cracked myself up apparently. I'm the only one laughing about it. You poor people at home. Feel bad for you. Nothing's happening, by the way. It is a commercial break.
They're
right
talking
now,
about
so
Premier League
It's not
soccer.
like I'm just filling time for not watching wrestling. AJ Styles out there. He's probably just going to talk some more. It's a lot of talking segments.
He got 2 concertos a couple weeks ago.
He's got a brain injury. JVD's like, LMFA. I'm glad that you guys are laughing. Because laughing...
I don't know what I'm doing.
Is what we want.
Generational talents.
Yeah, generational. Does the mouth thing stay up?
It would be, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure it was on. Rob is like, is Chris J better than AJ?
I don't know who Chris J is.
No, but BJ. Oh wait, that's wrong. That's completely inappropriate speaking. Inappropriate.
Chi-Town.
Chicago. It's windy here. I don't understand why. Why is it so windy? JVD, tell us. You never answered my question about the deep dish taco pizza. Wonder if it was a taco pizza that was deep dish. Would you eat it? Would you try it?
You'd have to.
It? Would you want it? Would you be like, oh my god, that's like the best thing I've ever heard of? Do they make that?
AJ Styles.
4 people. Plus Travis.
What is that?
AJ Styles. You're like, AJ Styles. 4 people plus you did it. It's amazing. I was like, I think Chris J would beat AJ in a match. I don't even know who Chris J... Are you talking about Jericho? Is that who you're talking about?
Probably.
I'm guessing, because that's the only wrestling Chris J I kind of know.
Oh, I guess it didn't.
Piccolo's like, he'll hit you with a vegan lukewarm stunner. The new Stone Cold from the Valley, California Valley. Jamie's like, no, if it's deep dish, any kind of pizza, it's disgusting. Interesting.
Who?
Edge. He's like, I threw out some Southern right there. Jody says, no, if it's deep dish, any kind of pizza, it's disgusting. Is it because it's too many toppings? I have a curiosity of why you don't like it. Tootsie the New York, I've never had it, so I'm just curious. Tootsie the New Yorkers in the chat says, I'm glad I was born a Manhattaner. Rose says, JVD dip dish is nasty.
I think I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. I'm like, it's not working.
So you didn't get the one you really wanted to?
No. Just can't get it to work. Too blurry. He wants him out there.
He wants it. He wants it all. Robbie's like, Edge is finished. Then he's like, delete that. Who do you tolerate more between AJ Styles and Maxwell,
Seth.
Jake Fisherman, or
What
Freeman?
the fuck is
or
Seth
whatever?
doing? Seth is just trying to insert himself into anything. This is the bar closing.
He just wants it. He just wants
It's about 1:30 in the morning. He's like,
it's desperate.
I got to insert myself into anything.
He's like, I don't care if you're what I want or not. I'm going to be out there and do stuff. Ben's like, who do you tolerate more? Tolerate more? I would probably say I tolerate MJF more than I tolerate AJ Styles. JVD says it is Robbie, and Robbie says Seth not giving an F, and Peacock says Georgia boy mean mugging. AJ doesn't look happy about this interruption.
It doesn't even make sense.
He looks upset. Upset. So Robbie says Seth playing mind games
With everybody? Because he's just trying to insert himself into something.
He's like, I just want to be a part of things. I want to belong.
Maybe he should fill in for Bianca since she's hurt and he can wrestle his wife.
Vindicator says there's no mania with the Messiah in his Becky Lynch infested mind. Rumors are fun till they hurt people. People says our truth is always available. Right?
Right, yeah, he definitely is. Why are you so concerned?
Why are you concerned? Why are we concerned? Rob's like, D likes to be mean mugging. What? I don't even know what that means. Why are you weird? Don't be weird.
It's when you look at people with your face that looks not pretty.
Oh, is that it? Well, my face looks like that all the time. Rob is like, Piccola, is that when Truth is done eating and catering? Vindicator says, without. Oh, okay. There's no mania without the Messiah in his Becky Lynch infested mind. Ah, got it. Okay. Fantastic. He wants to end Edge's career. He's like just trying to take over everybody else's spots. He's like, I just want to take this over. I just want to be inserted in your stuff. Rob is like, Rhonda does mean mugging. And Vindicator says, but at least Seth's jacket is less offensive than usual.
Uh-oh, did you hear that? He just told Seth how to get into it. To walk. See? So Seth's going to try to cripple him up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord.
So last week, Seth was the main event. So is he going to be the main event tonight against AJ?
Oh, I don't know.
Make dollars. And if it makes dollars, then it makes sense.
It makes money. Robbie says, Vindicator, that suit is fire. Ooh! You want to do that to me? Because says, why does Seth look like a leprechaun on LSD?
He's definitely looking like a craze. He reminds me of Jim Carrey tonight.
He's trying too hard. He's just trying way too hard. Poor guy. He's losing his mind. Losing his mind.
Give it to him. He needs that match. Made fun of his suit.
Vindicator's like burning hot. And Robbie says AJ Duffo rattled. JVD says, so now we get Seth versus AJ question?
Yeah, probably for the main event tonight.
Oh, well, maybe. Uh-oh. There you go.
Starting
Robbie
a new
says
feud
Seth
heading
has
into
style.
the next year.
Vindicator says it's mesmerizing, like it messes with your eyes like a swirling hypnotic sign.
Here they come.
That's what I said.
No way. Not against. No, they're not.
Oh, God. AJ's like, what the fucking fuck? Robbie's like, triple threat. Pickle's like, AJ is really short. I mean, even next to Seth.
Yeah, he's not a very big man.
Yeah, he's not very tall, for sure.
That's why he's so phenomenal. Well, AJ's not happy. He just attacked Seth. Just cheating a little bit.
Should.
Soften him up before the main event.
He's just making him squishy for later. Squish, squish. Squish, 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 squish.
This is his last chance. So next week, we're not going to see any more of this shenanigans. After he loses tonight to AJ Styles.
Yeah, he's going to lose, right? There's no way that they would all of a sudden be like, no, let's really have
Unless they
it.
want AJ versus Cody. Or if they're doing the Cody thing. Oh, yeah. Ew. You're right. That's disgusting. Put your hands down, sweetie. Hit her with your thing. Hit her with your scepter. She does have a wedding coming up the week after. Like, just a few days after.
Yeah, you tell him. I was like, D loving Raw tonight. And Vindicator's like, OMG, Travis, you need to take WWE creative team ASAP. Come up with better pre-mania ideas than this. You need to take over. Just take it over.
They can give me a shot for a week.
Pickle says minimal AJ Styles. I was like, do you still watch
Oh my God.
Corey
She just broke her
Carmella show?
phone.
I don't watch any of that crap. I don't even know what's happening.
Bridezilla. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
She got her fired up. That's what Zelina probably wants.
Oh, God.
Here, hold my baby. Oh! We all want to see this. So. Get the mud. Get the jello.
Gross.
Oh, yeah, because that's gross. Ugh, I have to try that one.
Vindicator says that's mind-blowing, someone being dumb and desperate enough to dedicate their life to Mella.
Here comes Liv.
JVD says, oh, thank God they got rid of her accent. And Pickle's like, quit playing Candy Crush and listen to me. I was like, do you try recommending the show to me? Sure I did, buddy. Was it when you thought maybe it would happen and you forgot? You dreamed it was going to happen?
Lots of dreams. I had a dream.
Because I don't remember having anything to do with that. That's terrible.
You think? I think it looks pretty good. I was just going to look at what it looked like full size.
Riley says that. And Bendinger says, Liv, please save this show. Smiling. I don't think it's the one you really wanted.
It looks pretty badass.
Tag team matches next. I was like, Pico, maybe you should stop playing Candy Crush before you get addicted. JBD says Liv has new music. No, so Liv kind of comes out a little bit, and it's not really like a lot of her stuff.
I swear to God, they all have new music constantly. So.
Yeah, and then Rhea Ripley comes out to her stuff and their little weird grouping that they have now, which is gross and horrific.
With Grostafers. Did you get behind?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Spam. Text messages are always my favorite. Spam. Spam is good. Anyways, Chris Lacane's in the chat. Hey, Chris. How's it going, my man?
Woo!
Hey, Travis and D. And Robbie says diarrhea and Morgan spiced. Oh, yeah? That's interesting. Because, like, LMAO, ever since Russell Talk said I can't unhear, this is my brutalities. 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 That's weird. Brutalities.
Old brutality.
You're silly. JBD's like Piccolo laughing.
The BFI.
Weird commercials about Butterfingers. Nobody does.
You sure?
I don't know. According to them, nobody does.
From the first bite to the dunk.
It's hand stuffed with cheese. Well, what else would it be stuffed with? You're going to get stuffed crust.
With Seth Rollins?
What are they going to stuff it with?
Seth. He wants to insert himself into pretty much anything at this point.
Yucky! Robbie's like, D loving the dad jokes tonight. I don't think that was a joke. I think that actually happened. No.
Topple. Woo!
What a weird thing.
What is it?
Weird shows they have on TV. Like, we're desperate for shows.
That's why we're so popular. She said her tits are still shaking.
I think so.
Wow.
Those upsetness. Pickles like tequila, stuff it with Patron. Isn't that actually just tequila?
Yes, Patron is.
Pretty sure that's just it.
That's a good one.
Tequila stuff with Patron. But says D, so what happens to AJ if he loses? Does he stay home or go to a bar to watch Mania?
He probably goes to a movie theater.
I don't know. I think Sophie said that he could go to movie theaters for both nights. So probably to the movie theater would be my guess. Ew. Did she really say that? That's so good.
Does she need something to cuddle?
I guess. Get a fucking puppy or a pillow.
A dildo.
that would work too for her, I suppose. I don't know if you can really cuddle it, but, you know.
She may.
Cuddle it with her JJ. Gross! Ouch. What? Yeah, over 86 million.
Yeah, they're going to be at 100 mil soon.
You think?
Oh, yeah. I remember when they were at 30 million like a couple years ago.
Cries like a child? She's like, what? Did he say he'll do him?
Yeah, he'll do it himself.
He'll do Seth Rollins tonight?
He said he'll do it himself.
He'll do Seth Rollins tonight?
Well, Seth wants to insert him into everything.
Walter's back. Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter. How's it going, buddy? Robbie says that AJ was going to slap Adam and Sonya. LOL. And Pickle says, is she really twisting that theater mess too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of theater stuff coming up. Look at this. Shayna Baszler, Natalya from SmackDown over on the main WWE roster, which is Raw.
Well, they have to go against one of them. Oh, Rhea and Liv. That's right. So they can make sure that they deserve to be there.
All right.
Walter's like, good Raw tonight. And JVD says, the Lord said John came fourth and received eternal life, but John came fifth and received a toaster. Nice. Chris says, no Steve Austin tonight. No.
He started out the show.
It was Kevin Owens in disguise.
You got to watch the beginning.
Rob is like, it's probably going to be a triple threat at Mania. Between Edge and AJ
No.
Seth. No.
Just like last week, he's going to lose tonight. AJ's going to beat him.
He's got to beat him, right? It only makes sense.
Who are you getting spammed by?
Nothing.
No. Lies.
It was a notification about stuffs. You know.
Look at that, Rhea
things I
Ripley.
keep looking for, but
Rhea Ripley
haven't
had to
gotten information
overcome
on.
this mountain. Do you remember this in NXT? This was a huge storyline. Shayna Baszler was champion forever, like 2 decades. And Rhea Ripley had to climb that mountain, and she finally beat her.
Right?
And within just a couple months, she had lost the title to Charlotte.
Because she's a loser face. Robbie says it's probably going to be a triple threat. And Vindicator said it's almost like Sonya Deville is dead inside. She has no reaction or regard to any criticism that comes her way. Incredible.
She is dead inside.
Pickle says AJ is from Georgia.
Trauma.
Oh, wait. Alabama had that backwoods squill like a pig movie. Oh, snap. Robbie's like, Liv thinking she can wrestle. I think she does.
Is that Porky's?
She think it. She thunk it. She do it. She did it.
Over the top. Liv just falls down.
She's like, I fell down and then I did a somersault backwards to get myself back up again. Look at me and my amazingness.
Look at the athleticism
She's like, oh.
from the Livster.
I jumped up here and did that. Looks like, Robbie, you're treading on dangerous ground now.
Slingshot right down on her butt.
It. Oh.
Stomps on her back. Oh, yeah. Natalya's brutal.
Well, they all know that, so.
Oh, shit.
Sophia is in the chat.
Hey, Sophia.
Says, hi, everyone. Hey.
Woo.
How's it going?
Liv Morgan getting that shoulder twisted out.
She's like, oh
Might
my
lose
God.
an elbow here.
She's like, why are you doing this to me?
Good to see Shayna Baszler back in the spotlight.
Doing some stuff again. Robbie's like, Liv wrestling like she's been trained by Dana Brooke.
Oh, Carmella just came down to the ring. She's got to see Corey. She's got to... Did you see what she did? He's at work. It wasn't your fault.
Oh, it's okay, little love bucket.
Just breathe. She said I was ugly.
Well, you
There is some super drama going on the side after Carmella was attacked brutally in the back by Zelina Vega.
Sophia says, Cody. Cool.
Cody
Vindicator says,
is
get it
cool.
right, Travis. It's called joint manipulation.
Oh my gosh, I'm not Beth.
Picola says, isn't Sophia a breath of fresh air, y'all? Yes, Sophia is. Walter says, I'm staying 15 minutes on Wednesday AEW. I'll be here at 8:30 p.m. I got a meeting.
Good deal.
Got some meeting. Robbie says, oh, Shayna looking hella botchy.
All of these women are tonight. Even Naomi or Natalia did.
Oh, poor Rhea. Getting her face whacked.
That's all right.
Because, like, who's your favorite wrestlers? Asked Sophia.
1, 2. Natalia kicks out. Big clothesline.
She's like, here, I'll let you in here.
I feel like these two should be pretty good. Like, they could actually win the whole thing.
Natalia.
I think that would be a
Shayna?
great tag team. They're so physical.
Yeah.
Oh,
if Shayna does
that's it.
physical
It's
stuff.
1, 2, and 3. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rhea Ripley's physical also.
Yes.
So they can get really rough with her. So we didn't get any announcing going on from Corey Graves because he was distracted by the booty blindness.
Booty.
And booty blindness is just like snow blindness, if you guys don't know what booty blindness is. But it's with a nice piece of ass.
Booty.
Uh-oh, Zelina Vega from behind. Is she going to hit her with her scepter?
Oh,
fuck.
Lord.
Broke her scepter right on the back of her neck.
Holy shit, Dax. Jesus Christ. She's an angry little rabbit.
Carmella.
Oh, God, Corey, shut your face and your grossness.
Oh. Yeah, and it's going to make Corey all dumb with the other girls, Mandy, and if Mandy ever comes back up to the main roster. And
right.
no, they're not. They're going to hug this out.
Like, thanks for being a biatch to me.
I want to see that fire back.
Like, you finally did something with yourself.
Look what we did.
Because that's how it should be.
That's what she needed, to light a fire up under Carmella's ass.
Of course. Creepy. So creepy. Sophia says, and yours. Walter says
Boom.
Shayna and Natalia won. Okay.
Carmella's the best wrestler in the business right now. Look at her.
People's like bringing back the Hart Foundation finisher. People's like, I'm a CM Punk guy. Walter says Corey Graves is Carmella's boyfriend. Fiance.
Yeah, fiance. They're getting married.
They're getting married.
The week after WrestleMania.
Yeah, they're
I
getting
feel like that's
married,
just too
Walter.
close to WrestleMania. They should have planned that
People's
different.
like, I figure those two just had a small tiff. Right? I mean, especially when you go beating the heck out of a bitch in the back.
So, Bianca breaks her Hyatt bone or hyena bone, whatever, in her throat. Hyatt bone, hyena.
The bone that's in your throat.
Yeah, that caught.
People who get choked out.
Yeah, it's
to
your.
death usually get broken.
Yeah. Hey, she breaks it right here.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's why she may not be in the match at WrestleMania.
Because she can't talk. Oh, that's real sad. Bobby says, get the likes up, people. And Vindicator says, Lena looks hot tonight, but she is still useless. Deceitful bitch.
That's okay. As long as she's hot enough, it overrides a lot of that.
Whereas like Esta should get cooked every Monday. Oh no.
For an
There you go.
unspecified amount.
Hyoid. Bone. As Luke says, hyoid bone. Hyoid is how you say it, how to say it.
I like the hyena bone better.
Hyena.
Oh, here comes Becky.
Her hyena bone.
The prettiest.
Well, it was like Bella hurt her throat. No. Big time Bex hurt her throat. So
But
it's
yes.
different. It's the
Whoa,
man.
Becky looks good.
She looks all weird in her space suit she has on tonight. Her Madonna boobs. What the?
Who cares? She looks good in black.
What the fuck? What the fuck is
Charlotte-
on her face?
It looks like Tron or something. So she just took her glasses to another level. Now she's just wearing a face shield. But it's bedazzled, so it's
like,
sexy.
Is that RoboCop? Well, like Becky Lynch is back, and Sophia says Becky should give a hard punch to Brock Lesnar. Do you think that would work? Do you think that he would go down if Becky hit him? Because she the man. She the man. That person's like big time back. No, she the fucking man.
Coming down with a chair
Like,
and
fuck
a
you,
championship.
Ric Flairs. Becky is the man. Vindicator's like, get it right, Julie. It's WTF is she wearing? LOL. I can't take Travis's signature. That's not right. It's not right.
Becky looks fantastical, I think.
Looks as Brock would sneeze on Becky and the realtor would result. Thanks. Result would be Becky would retire from an injury. LOL.
Well, you don't want to sneeze on somebody.
Yeah, that's inappropriate behavior nowadays. Pickle says Becky is half Tron poker dealer tonight. Something. With some Madonna outfits thrown in there. The swirly boob thing. Rob says, D wishing she had those visors on. Ugh. If I did, I'd hope it'd make me blind so I wouldn't have to see any of it.
Get your welding shield out.
What the fuck is it with food? I'm so hungry. Like, have some food. Have some food. Do you want some food? Look, it's food. Food.
Hi.
No.
Yep.
Food. Yeah, if he didn't get his tools, we're on a commercial break, by the way, guys. Commercial break! What's going to happen? Is Becky just going to talk to people and there's not going to be any matches? How many matches have we really had tonight that actually were matches?
3. Omos and Rey and Son, and then Shayna and Natalya.
That sounds like they haven't had enough.
3 matches. We're probably an hour in. 3 matches an hour. It's good.
Luke's like, to be fair, sneezing on people should have been inappropriate forever. No. I think we should make sneezing on people a normalcy at this point in life.
Ew.
Rob is like, English ads are just clothes or cars. That sounds boring.
Or food.
No, English.
Oh,
ads.
I thought we were English.
No, we're American. It's different.
My
Talk
bad.
to the English person. He's like, it's so different. Pickle's like, better than emus on my TV. No bueno. No conscience. Robbie's like, Rey and Son just sounds fraudulent.
They're like a knockoff of Sanford and Son. Which...
It was like, I used to love to sneeze on people way better than handshaking.
I would need Ayla to make the rest of the jokes. But she's not here, so.
Right. But it was like, delete the who could you go the rest of your life without seeing again? Becky, Flair, Dr. Faker, Nyla Rose, Ronda Rousey, or Layla Hirsch.
She likes the little people of like Los Angeles and Atlanta. So I think Layla Hirsch is safe.
It's a toss-up between Nyla Rose and Ronda Rousey. If they didn't push Ronda Rousey in my face, I probably would be okay with her being there. But she's such a cunt that I just don't want to see her. But I could totally live my entire rest of my life without ever seeing Nyla Rose wrestle in any kind of wrestling ever again. Ever. Like, ever. But it's based on other things than what you think. JVD says we should greet people by sneezing on them. Rocky's Azalea is too funny. Sophia says, bye. I love you all, guys. Meet you in SmackDown. I am tired today. All right, Sophia.
We're also
Thanks
here
for
on
hanging
Wednesdays.
out with us, though. We appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. It was like, I just popped in. Sorry. I thought you were here. Why'd you leave? Where'd you go? You, like, left, and then you just decided to come back? It's rude.
12 days. Oh, wait. I can go make you something. Do you want some popcorn?
No. Pickle says, I always loved hip bumping my kitchen friends when I see them.
Look at Becky.
Well, I guess it's better than...
She's like the chairman. She's like Sean Spears.
Sophia says, bye. Bye, Sophia. Bye-bye. It's always better than... Hip bumping's probably a better thing than... What do you do that? What's that? Dick check thing that guys sometimes do their friends? Probably better than that. Piccolo says, like the NBA kids do after a timeout. Yes. It was like Indigo fell. She had a huge bump on her head. I had to take care of that. Oh, so she fell and now has a huge bump on her head? That's nice.
A little goose egg.
Who threw her? Who pushed her? Who did it? child abuse.
Ozzy came out from behind. Give her a shove.
Ravi's like, Gilly, you got any jokes? It looks like Ravi, no. Sophia says Becky is looking sexy tonight. I don't know Becky, but you talk and I don't want to listen sometimes.
You don't like Becky?
I like Becky. I like her talking, but sometimes I get tired of her talking. I get tired of the talking. It's boring.
Well, it's just part of the sport.
I know.
It builds the storyline. Right now she's talking about Bianca and how blah, blah she is.
Yeah. But I find
15 months she was out. And she came back and beat Bianca in about 26 seconds. Although it was more like 5 seconds once the match started, but... She was forced to submit her title, she said. I figured she'd want to since she had a baby. Oh, now she's Smeagol in there. She said, my precious, about the belt. It's probably talking to her. It profits him this. She is power and glory. And she's the top of the mountain. I don't think everybody chose Bianca over her. That's what she just said. Everybody chose Bianca over her. But the problem with that is I think that they were all on her side. And then she did a heel turn, which made no sense. And I still think that she has more fans than Bianca. An eye for an eye, a throat for a throat. Well, I'd like to see Becky cut her hair off. That would actually be a good match at WrestleMania. Hair for hair match. What is like Bianca Samson or something? If she loses her hair, she loses her strength. So, I guess Becky sold her soul to the devil. So she's making it sound out to be. She sold her soul. Get a couple people out there chanting Becky sucks. Like 5 guys in the front row. It was a very weak chant. All right, Becky, setting it up for Mania. Obviously, the match is still going. She just said, I'll see you at WrestleMania, if you could still make it. Holy crap. Now, that is a pair of sunglasses right there. That's when you just go above and beyond right there. Putting the whole visor on your face. I should get some window tint and do that with one of my welding masks. Not welding mask, but just the mask for my grinders. Because it's way bigger. It's like down to here. That Monday Night Recap. But with Friday night stuff. You coming in?
The recap of Austin and Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, Austin. Almost said Austin Aries.
Does that mean
Austin Theory.
or something?
I would assume so. They've been doing that right after these.
Is he a Raw guy or a SmackDown guy?
He is a Raw guy, but he plays on SmackDown this here and there. But there he is, right there. But you got to remember, he's trying to wrestle with Finn Balor. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. He's trying to have a fight with him too, which is really weird.
And he will be wrestling him in just a few minutes.
He will be.
Yeah, Finn Balor.
Who's he wrestling?
Austin Theory.
At WrestleMania.
Which one?
Finn Balor.
Nobody yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Probably Damian Priest is my guess, though. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, night 1, maybe night 2. We still got one more week to add a couple more matches, but as of right now, I think there are 6 matches one night and 6 matches the next night. As of right now. But Seth Rollins is going to have a match. Finn Balor's going to have a match. I would assume Ricochet is going to have a match. A-Town down, huh? That's Austin Theory's thing. Austin Theory coming out first. Going one-on-one with Finn Balor here in a moment. Should be a good one.
So did they say that that's what was happening?
When?
The Finn Balor thing.
Well, yeah, they announced it last week.
Oh, that's right.
But I would assume that Damian's going to interfere in this one.
Yeah, because he's a Raw guy, huh?
Yeah. Well, I just think it's going to be Finn Balor and Damian Priest in that match.
Right. Because he wants his shit back.
Yeah, he wants that title.
I want my fucking title back, bitches.
And this is not a title match, I don't think.
Usually says it's the top left corner.
Yeah. It just says WWE Raw. Hashtag.
Title would say it up there.
And now it's commercial time.
Trying to hurry.
Are you?
Yeah.
You need to hurry up.
I'm making ramen.
There's people out there with underwear on. The old Snickers commercial from the pandemic era. This Friday is Lost City.
Oh, yeah, it's coming out, huh?
Human mummies. Mummies are human. I'm aware of that now. Brad Pitt and Channing Tatum, or Tatum Channing, Sandra Bullock. Should be a pretty good flick. Unless they're just showing us all the funny stuff. I still want to watch the dog movie with him. I guess there's funny parts, but it's not a comedy, and I guess there's sad parts, but it's not sad.
Alright. They show all the funny parts, though. They're like, we're just going to show the funny parts, guys.
If Brad Pitt's in it, it's got to be good.
The Lost City?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dog.
Brad Pitt could be in Dog. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I meant the funny and sad part.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Boom. Yeah, this Finn Balor thing has got to go on with Damian Priest, I would assume. Not 100% sure on that, but it just makes the most sense. And I don't know why they keep throwing Austin Theory into this feud. Well, I just don't understand why it's on both channels. Like, why he needs to be on Raw and SmackDown.
Well, considering that he's like Vince's favorite little monkey right now.
To me, it's weird, is all I'm saying.
But is that something that Vince would do if one of his favorite monkeys was have him on everything? Like, he's gonna put him everywhere for you to see.
So the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air doesn't look funny. It doesn't look good. It looks really weird.
And drama-ish.
I just don't understand it. Like, they added too much drama. That shit was great. Like, just stick with the same story.
Why they hate it so much. I mean, and the funnier part about it is that what's his face is like a whatchamacallit on it.
A politician.
No, Will Smith. He's like a writer or producer.
Yeah, I don't know why Will Smith would want to make it that way. He's not that type of person. That shit that he did in the 90s was fantastic. April 4th! Sorry, Veer, coming! April 4th.
Oh, they finally
Veer is coming April 4th. Put it on your calendar. Skip WrestleMania if you want, but don't skip the Monday Night Raw after it, because Veer is coming. Pat McAfee, Austin Theory. Woo! All right, here comes Finn Balor. This is what we've been waiting for. I guess we're all not going to die of old age before Veer comes. I was hoping that it was going to be another couple years before we saw Veer, but it is what it is.
I thought he was going to be an old man before we saw him.
Finn Balor's entrance is a lot better than it was just a couple weeks ago. Hopefully with Veer, they make him good. And not just a flash in the pan type. And then all of a sudden make him like Jinder Mahal in like 2 weeks.
Right? Like, he's there and then he's all like, shitty. He's so great. We haven't seen him and he's coming. And then all of a sudden they're like, and he's really shitty.
Well, he's so damn physical. It works. Like when I was watching him with those other two, he needed to be on his own. You could tell. And now I don't know how good of a talker he is, but now he's going to be all famous, so he won't talk to me on Twitter anymore. I can message him on Twitter and he like replies because there's only like 8 people that talk to him on there.
That's cool.
I should have him on the show. Uh-oh. Pat McAfee is there. He's going to be guest commentating.
Oh, how sweet. That's all nice and shit. All right. Did you keep up with chat any?
I didn't even look at it.
Okay. Taking shit out of my pockets, guys. Taking stuff out of my
What do you have things in your box?
I had those cookies. Oh, Ayla, I tried those cookies. I'm addicted. I need 12,000 packages of them now.
Are you talking about you?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you reading that in the
I'm
chat?
telling that to Ayla.
One of them came as a half cookie, though, so she needs her money back for that. But other
I
than
had
that...
2 of those, actually. It was really weird. It was really weird.
All right, Finn Balor with a step behind. Oh, Austin Theory hits him with an elbow.
Let's see.
Corey and McAfee are having words with each other.
I left off that indigo fell. Let's see. Sophia says Becky is looking sexy. I said that one. Sophie says how you liking this show so far. It looks like big old goose egg. I don't know. She was upstairs. She seems fine though. Just let her fall asleep. Just kidding. Robbie's like, it's a little slow, not gonna lie. Sophie says, what do you think about this new football league called the USFL or something like that?
USFL's been around since I was in, like, grade school. Maybe even before that.
Nice. So it's not new.
Oh, no.
Ayla says, Robbie, we know you're a little slow, poor thing. We won't judge you. Robbie says, Becky looking like she stepped out of the 80s. Sophie says, where did Dee go? Sophia says, where you live in USA. We live in Idaho, Sophia, if you want to know. Piccola says, Becky is a force of nature. Robbie says, Ayla talking about yourself, yo. And
Oh,
Ayla's
shit!
like,
Finn Balor from the side.
Vancouver, Ohio. Just kitty corner to Idaho. Robbie says, Ayla, I will judge you. I don't care. Sophia says, hey, wait, are you making my name as funny, Sophie, Dophie? And Sophie's like, Becky versus Bianca. I could see them continue the feud past Mania.
Oh,
like,
please no. In that feud.
Right? I was here first, Sophia. And Sophia's like, okay, bro. Ayla's like, facts. Sophie was technically here first, but who's older? Luke says, Sophie and Sophia, let's be civil. Sophie says, I've been going in and out of the chat stream all night. Sophie says, I'm 37. Sophia says, Avengers assembled. It was like, that's fair. And Luke says, Sophia, it doesn't matter who's here first or not. You're both in this chat, so be respectful to each other. Sophia said, okay. Robbie says, otherwise, Luke will get his whip out. Whip, like Bianca Belair. Sophia says, okay. Where Luke live in USA. Ayla says, Robbie, you little fairy. And Luke says, Robbie, I read that as Luke will whip it out at first. But here's like, Sophia might just be Sophie burner account. Luke says, I'm in Ireland, Sophia. Pico says the chat gets a bit odd at times. Ayla's like, Luke lives in Alabama. Luke's like, Ayla don't. Sophie's like, Ricochet also doesn't have a Mania match. And he is the IC champion.
Right, I would assume something's going to come out of that pretty quick.
Ayla says, he's lying. Sophia says, Finn Balor is sick. And Luke says, I wouldn't live anywhere in the South too hot. Robbie says, Ayla, live long and prosper. That's it. Ayla's like, you and Matthew hate your hometowns. Robbie's like, Finn, he's like, not exciting. Sophia, I'm from New Orleans. Here, anybody from New Orleans? Chris says, Balor
No.
Club. Sophie says, I'm from Florida. Vindicator says, no, Sophia.
We have
Ayla's
somebody
like,
from Houston, which is basically the same thing.
Poor Chris. Ayla's like, Robbie is. Robbie's from New Orleans. Pico is like, Pensacola, Florida. Robbie says, cool. Sophia says, what, Vin? I can't understand. Ayla's like, right, Vin, the bunny ears got me too. JVD says, I'm from Chicago. Sophie says, I wonder how many matches on both nights of Mania will be sleeper match or a match that nobody will care about if they miss it. Sophia says, anyone from New Orleans. Pico says, that trailer looks like garbage. Robbie's message retracted. Pico says, I'm not a fan of Channing Tatum. Sophie says, how many Mania matches will be a piss break? And Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Wednesday for AEW. Bye, Walter. I hope you heard my bye. Thanks
See
for being
you,
with
Walter.
us tonight. See you on Wednesday. Let's see. Robbie, Ayla says, Robbie, weren't you going to your boyfriend's house to hide in his closet? And Robbie says, Ayla, weren't you going to the store? Sophie says, I didn't get that trailer on this side. Sophia says, Ayla, are you girl? Because I am also. Pico says, take care, Walter. Ayla said, nope, I'm a dude, bro. Sophia says, not many girls watch WWE. Vindicator's laughing. JVD's laughing. And Sophia's good. And Ayla says, nope, when they do, watch their posers. Robbie says, I got scared because I found you, Ayla, and there I thought, damn, it's not Halloween when I saw you. Because, like, Ayla is a bro self show. Ayla's like, I'll show you mine. Sophie's like, Belair is an awesome reboot. Robbie says, Ayla, LOL, Duffo will. Sophia says, I'm a girl, so when WWE comes in my city, Mercedes-Benz Superdome, so my many friends say WWE is trash. Pico says, AEW is coming to New Orleans in April. Luke says, Veer must have discovered Uber and can now get to Raw.
Yeah.
Sophie says, Will Smith said Belair was the way he wanted Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to be. Sophia says, but I watched WrestleMania 34. Vindicator says, WWE is trash just like the landfills. Sophie says, Veer comes April 4th, but get released the day after. Oh, that's just not right, Sophie. It was like, I watch anything with men touching butts. I mean, wrestling. Sophie, there was no need for that comment, so stop it. Sophie's like, is Dee coming back? Ayla's like, Luke, you just tell me where the line is. Sophie's like, yay, Dee is back. Robbie says, Pat Mack with the SD music. And the wrestling's back on, and it looks like the two Finn Balors are out there having a fight.
It's definitely going on.
It's Finn Balor.
It's Finn Balor and his clone,
creepy.
his doppelganger.
Sophie says, it took 6 months for Veer to come to Raw. Vindicator says, commentators don't wear wife beaters. LOL. It's not a wife beater if it's black. It has to be
it's just
white.
an old-fashioned tank top.
It was like so
That looked like
good.
he slept in it
Love
for about a
those.
week.
I was going to bring you some, but we have the same snacks. You have to bring me some now, and then I'll buy myself more. But you have to bring me
McAfee's
some.
got water guns as arms. Whoa!
Sophia says, "Tell me that I look good or not because my friends have boyfriends, but I don't have." Oh, that's crazy. Vindicator's like, "I want Corey Graves versus Pat McAfee," and Ayla's like laughing. "Tell me I'm hot." Sophia says, "No, I am not hot." Robbie's like, "Ayla, a hot mess." Sophia says, "You can see me on my profile." Ayla's like, "I'm a hot mess." Oh my OG dumpster fire. Fat Lisa, watch out. Ayla's like, "You have a face, Sophia. That's cool."
Coup de grace! Oh no! Austin Theory moved.
Yeah,
Rolls him through.
So if it says
One,
the new football league
two.
seems like it's going to last longer than the regular NFL. Longer as in, what do you mean? That makes
Like
no
the
sense.
NFL's going out of business.
Sophia says, "Thanks so much, Ayla's like, "You're welcome. Congratulations on having a face." Sophia says, "Ayla, you mean face?"
Why does McAfee
Ayla
keep
says
getting
face.
involved?
Sophie's like, "Okay, bro." Ayla's like, "I mean face. Congratulations on having a face." Robbie's like, "Ayla, what you up to this week?" Sophia says, "Are you a boy?" Ayla's yes. Sophia's like, "Age." Ayla's like, "Yes." Robbie's like, "Austin Theory not doing bad, but Pat will beat him." Sophia says, "Where are you from?" "My city." "I'm from my city." Ayla says. Robbie says,
Whoa.
"Ayla's from Sin City." Sophia says, "I am doing flirt with him." JVD says, "Sophia, are you a federal agent?" Sophia's a bot, my friends. Sophia
Bucked her
says
up.
means.
Drop
Sophie
it right
says,
down on
"I
her
can
back.
see a lot of feuds extend after Mania."
One, I hope not. WrestleMania should
Robbie-
end all feuds.
Robbie says the ref late with count. Ayla's like, "JVD, save me." James Sedella says, "Why don't wrestlers use the pile driver?"
Because it can break somebody's neck. You see it a lot in AEW. They just kind of do it different.
Ayla's laughing.
Oh, shit,
back
look at
up in
this.
your basement. James howls in the chat. Hey, James,
Oh, James.
says, "Better late than never."
Woo.
And JVD says, "Ayla, this is why you're not allowed out of the basement."
Finn Balor rolls him up. Small cradle, small package, whatever you want to call
Go
it.
Finn Balor, you win.
Finn Balor wins.
Did he win without help?
Yeah.
Or did Pat McAfee?
I mean, Pat McAfee was helping, but he didn't touch him.
Oh, so
Just
he's
a lot of
talking.
distraction, yeah.
Nice. Trash talk.
It's right here.
Oh, Austin, having a meltdown.
See? Now McAfee runs up and taps on the... See?
Pico says the E banned it because of neck injuries. They can't do Canadian Destroyers either. So if it says Austin versus Pat, sounds like they didn't know what to do with Austin or Mania. For Mania, he could have faced Rollins or Owens or Rey at Mania.
Right. Yeah, you know, they did ban it, but there are a couple wrestlers that they will allow to do it. But the pile driver.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to be people that are very responsible with other human beings' lives.
And it says, "I can't help it, haha." Robbie's like, "Pat screws Theory. Lock up Ayla in the basement." LOL. JVD's laughing. And Sophie says, "Did you hear about the new promotion run by Braun and EC3 with the rules? It is more of a fight club than a wrestling promotion."
I did not. I haven't checked it out. I should probably Google it.
Vindicator says, "Funny how Ayla gets along with Sophia, but not with someone who only has one letter at the end of their that is different on the humanity." Pickle's like, "Ayla is a peacock. You gotta let her fly." Sophia says, "Ayla, good. I know your heart is rock." Ayla's like, "We can only hand one Soph."
They made that a triple threat also. The men's tag team championship on Raw is now a triple threat match.
Oh, jeez.
See? It's a participation trophy.
Yay, participation trophy is not my favorite.
But the Street Profits are not in the match tonight, but RK
Wait, Sophie,
Bro.
I'm eating on camera.
All right. Well, anyways, here comes RK Bro. They're coming out. They are going to be wrestling the Alpha Academy, the former champions
Right.
that they stole it from.
As Ayla says, "It's not just a rock, it's a boulder." Indicator says their name. Yes, in their names. Robbie says rematch. Sophie's like, "How are you guys going to do the Mania prediction show?"
We're going to figure it out. We'll probably do it sometime this next week.
We kind of basically know all the matches, right?
I mean, all the matches are going to be pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, we're probably going to have Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, although we did not see Damian Priest tonight with that.
That is weird. It's kind of a weird thing.
And I do not know who's going to wrestle Ricochet, but they could do something like Butch or, Sheamus or something. Because they do have a little bit of a feud going on there. But the title on Sheamus would be nice. Although I do like Ricochet as champ. Butch should probably wrestle Kofi. That would make the most sense to me.
Yeah.
He has attacked
so
Kofi
too.
after the last 2 weeks.
Right. Let's see. Robbie says, hey, that's a brick. And yeah, says, I'm getting along. Then I'm doing my normal introduction to chat. If they can handle the burn, then I'll give them some antibiotics and they can stay. So it's like, which is harder to do? A watch along to WWE Raw, SmackDown, AEW, TV, or pay-per-views?
Raw. Raw's definitely the hardest because the commercial breaks are too big. The other ones are pretty easy because the commercials aren't so big. They're not so much.
Yeah, and AEW is easier because they have a lot more wrestling
and they have picture-in-picture.
And stuff is happening a lot of the time. And TV stuff is harder because of the commercials. Like pay-per-views aren't hard because most of the time at the pay-per-view they have matches and matches and matches and matches. Very rarely do they have like talking segments and recapping and telling you, hey, this happened. And if they do recaps, they're really short. They're not like, here's 5 minutes of recaps that happened from 6 months ago. So.
And then she forgot she was watching Raw. And that's all they do. Actually, they went away from it for a while, and it started getting really good, but they've kind of started bringing it back. So I thought Raw did really good for like 4 or 5 months there. I was pretty impressed with Raw. But they are going back to their old ways.
They are kind of...
They're bad ways. Real badass ways. Bad ways.
Vindicator says, Travis, the WrestleMania card is watered down with participation matches, huh? Omaha will be the most watery and insignificant.
Oh, we know it's going to be. Unless he wrestles Bobby Lashley. Like they're rumoring.
Right.
Obviously, that's a huge rumor. But if that one does happen, Bobby Lashley's probably going to win. I would assume. But that's a tough one. I mean, they could have Bobby lose that.
That's true. It'd be weird if they did that to him, though.
Depends on what they want to do with Omaha.
Yeah. Travis says, Ayla, who couldn't get along with you? Sophia says, burn it down. It is like fire. And Sophie says, whoever Ricochet faces at Mania, I could see that feud go past Mania since they didn't have that much interaction before Mania. Did you catch that?
You better ask somebody. That one?
No, what Sophie said.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
I just read it to you.
I was listening to Snoop Dogg.
Whoever Ricochet faces at Mania, I could see that feud go past Mania since they didn't have that much interaction before Mania.
Right. If it's going to be a feud, it could just be a quick little squash match or something.
Right. Robbie says, Vin, but you said you were going to enjoy Mania this year. Vindicator says antibiotics are better than vaccines. Yeah, Ayla? Because Sophia, did you like the show when they were wrestling
Hey, look,
together?
Ronda Rousey's going to be on that show 911. Everybody tune in. Don't miss that. That must be a USA original.
That one might be. I don't think so, but it could be. Sophia says, what are you eating now? Ramen. I'm eating ramen.
Did you put eggs in it?
I did. Sophie says, AJ versus Edge, that is one feud. I wouldn't be mad if they continue at past Mania.
Right. And they could.
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, this was a couple years ago.
Right.
I honestly didn't think they'd let him get physical. So when that happened, I was just like, what?
That's pretty funny.
Because he was still in the NFL. He's a big dude.
Let's see. Bobby says Ben Ayla likes both. And Sophia says very much be cool. She'll does emotion. Vindicator says if Duluth can enjoy Mania, then neither can I. Those are the rules. Robbie says is Hornswoggle making an appearance? Isn't he on a completely different brand? Ayla says usually if you feel a burn, you need antibiotics. I don't know. It's a joke. Over your head. Sophia says, did I look beautiful or not? Please tell me. Oh my God, so Gardas. Sophia says, if they had Bobby on reserve for Mania, he could have had a bigger role than facing the rumored Omos.
Shoosh!
No rumored Omos for you. Ayla says, do I look beautiful? Totally, girl. Oh my God, like, I can't even believe how beautiful you are right now. Picola says, Snoop is hosting another talent show that premiered tonight on NBC.
Wow.
Robbie says message retracted. And Luke says the only reason why I watch 911 is for Jennifer Love Hewitt. Right?
Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Sophia says yes, Ayla. Vindicator says watch 911 to Letha, then call the number afterwards for the emergency migraine Mrs. Drowsy will ultimately give you. Sophie says they're doing the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. I thought they aren't going to do one this year.
They are doing one?
Well,
So
they haven't specified.
Is that what
they were.
that commercial was?
It was a Snickers commercial that I noticed. But
I mean, they almost have enough guys to fill up a Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I was looking through their roster and who doesn't have a roster spot. There's quite a few people. We can go through that list in a minute if you guys want to.
But you're saying that they would be able to fill up one with that many? How many people do they need?
Well, can we put women in it?
In the Andre the Giant Battle Royale?
Why
No.
not?
I don't think you can.
If we can put dames in it. We've got Dana Brooke, Alexa Bliss, Angel and Herberto, Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz, Asuka, Bailey, The Hurt Business, Doudrop, Gulak, Elias, Viking Raiders, Jinder Mahal and Shanky, The New Day, whoever's left in that group, Lacey Evans, Mace, Mansoor, Omos, Butch, Sheamus and Ridge, Holland, R-Truth, Reginald, Shotzi, Tozawa, Tamina, Veer, but Veer's good, not there, obviously, now.
Right.
We found out. And then Xia Li. And Xia Li could win the whole thing, so if they do
I
it
think
right.
she should win the whole thing.
But anyways, that's who we have. So out of those people I just named, who should wrestle at WrestleMania?
Robbie says, is Rhonda finally getting arrested for being a fraud on 911? I don't think so. It looks like things. And Luna says, Rob at WrestleMania 33. That was 5 years ago. It looks like Luke, she was in a show. Like, she changed bodies. She was like a FBI agent or something. Oh my God, I can't remember.
What was that where she was like a ghost seer?
Okay, so that wasn't Ghost Whisperers. Luke answered that. She was also on a whole season of Criminal Minds.
That's weird. I did not know that.
And she was on another show called The Client List where she was like a fucking call girl. Slut bag. Nice.
Nothing better than her being a whore.
No, not at all.
I would watch that.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Sophie says Candace's contract is expiring in May.
Candace?
Lorray, I'm guessing.
Oh, yes, that's true.
But Sophie says for the Battle Royal, the winner should get some type of championship match for after Mania. Sophie also has a party of 5. It's her turn for Love Hewitt got her start.
I guess they can't pack time onto a contract for a pregnancy. Like for an injury, they can tack time on missed,
Right.
but they can't for pregnancy.
Ah.
And so
It's
her...
against the rules of women, huh?
Right.
Yeah, they want to be treated like the men. That's funny. So shouldn't the men go out there and be like, well, you know what? I think that I should be able to have a pregnancy.
Oh, Lord.
So that, I mean, really, right? I mean,
Oh,
if the
Lord.
women can play the game, why can't the men play that game?
Because women and men are just different.
Aren't
and it's
they?
okay.
Aren't they? Yes, they are. And it is okay, and I don't have a problem with it. If there's a lot of people out there that do.
Boom. Little snap suplex. Riddle to the outside. Got no shoes on. Like a surfer, bro.
He's got
Whoa.
no shoes. Like a no brain.
I wonder if he goes to a restaurant if he doesn't get any service. Look at that. Otis took him clean off his britches. Off of his shoes. Out of his britches.
Gross. You took him out of his pants, Travis?
was
Did
brutal.
he really?
Brutal. This is my brutality. Order ahead on KFC app.
Let's see. Looks like I'm talking about Jennifer was the star of Ghost Whisperer and started her career in the movie I Know What You Did Last Summer. Sophie says for the Battle Rose, the winner should get some type of championship match for the Aftermania. Robbie says, Ayla, I remember that show Supernatural. Vindicator says, Shush Travis, I'm trying to hear if Otis will expand his vocabulary for the first time ever in his beefy life.
No.
Flutterpunk is in the chat. Hey, Flutterpunk says, Randy is Batman. LOL. Then who's the Riddler? Riddle? Yes.
Ha 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 ha. Riddler.
Picola says,
Ridley.
are you talking about Alias? Who? Are you talking to Ayla? Luke says, Sophie wrong. She actually filmed I Know What You Did Last Summer before Party of Five. And Picola's like, oh, geez. Bobby's like, yeah, she's a basic actress. Let's just enjoy Raw. I totally am. Like, really. Looks like Arabi, knock it off. She's not basic. She's still starring in shows 30 years after her debut. It was like, wrong girl. Sophie's like, didn't Party of Five come out before I Know What You Did Last Summer? Whereas, like, Luke, all them shows are dead, fam. LOL. Sophie says, I wonder how many people are going into the Hall of Fame this year. 2.
Boom.
Pickle's like, all snow bunnies look alike. There you go, Pickle. That's the kind of information I want to know. Thank you.
A snow bunny is a woman that looks really good, but she does not ski. She just hangs out at the ski hill in the lodge.
Mm-hmm. We learned that. It was a learning thing that we learned on a channel.
Snow bunnies. They're like a snow Betty. A snow Betty would probably be a girl that actually skis.
You think?
Or snowboards.
Yeah, that's probably true, huh?
Because a Betty, isn't that a surfer chick? That's how I remember my buddy's mom's name. Betty. It's a surfer chick. Not weird.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Lots of commercials.
Totally inspiration.
We are dames. Chicago. Chicago. Woo! All right, back to the Rascalin. Nope, not yet. So John Cena produced this?
No, you do make children cry. You make them cry. You cry,
A new documentary on heels.
Evil.
Must
be heels.
It's John Cena. He wrote or directed that, whatever. Produced it.
I was like, no, I'm trying to look it up. And Luke says Party of Five first season. Oh, I read that. Matthew is in the chat. Hey, Matthew!
One,
says,
two.
welcome to Raw is Jericho. T-Rex, I'm driving. Don't sing, MJ. LOL.
I'll try not to sing. I can never promise it, though.
Robbie says, it's the right girl, Ayla. Vindicator says, Undertaker, Darth Vader, and Sophie Duffy are going into the 2022 Hall of Fame. Nice. I was like, Ayla sings MJ. Sophie says, so you might see both Johnny Wrestling and his wife show up in AEW at some point this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's probably going to happen for all of us. Luke says, Robbie, they are not dead. Dead means not watched. People exaggerating words to fit their narrative. Matthew's like, isn't a snow bunny a white chick or a coke whore? No.
It's definitely not, has nothing to do with the color of their skin.
Matthew, no. No. No, sir. No.
It's about skiing.
Nope. Sweetheart,
or boarding.
That's not what it is.
Oh, big DDT.
Nope. Robbie says, Luke, dead. Sophie says, so I Know What You Did Last Summer came out after Party of Five. And Wrestling Guy is in the chat. Hey, Wrestling Guy. Says, you think Cody shows tonight?
No.
Nah.
No, I don't. I think it's going to be something special either for next week or just for the pay-per-view itself.
Mm-hmm. So it says this new WWE show looks awesome. Of course it is. It is produced by John Cena. Vindicator says Sasha is too fine to be evil. Mel, on the other hand,
Evil.
Whoa! Says, whatever. I get so annoyed when someone doesn't like something, so they say it sucks. Like, everyone thinks it sucks. They don't like something, so state their opinion like it's bad.
Boom! That's it. 1, 2, and 3. RK Bro, the lights went out for a second.
Why did the lights go out? I was scared. Oh, poor Randy got thrown into the audience with people.
Oh, God. Shit! Get the referee out of the way.
Otis is very angry. Let's see. Robbie says, Chad, come on, drop the ankle. Sophie says, all episodes of WWE Evil drop on Peacock on Thursday, and Lita will be on the Broken Skull session on Peacock on Friday.
We might have to do that one. We should do that as a show.
The Skull? Or the Evil thing?
Evil. Look at that. Street Profits interfering.
Ooh, the Street Profits out there.
Inserting themselves in somebody else's business. Oh, damn.
Oh, shit. I hope his head's okay. Jesus fuck, guys.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah, they screwed that one up.
You guys need to stop fucking around.
Another broken neck.
Possibly. It looks like there's lots of things I don't like.
Oh, they're going to turn on him, too.
Fact.
They don't like him very much either.
No, they're done liking him.
Boom. 5-star. Randy's like, yeah, you're not doing a 5-star to me again, you fucker.
Sophia says good night. Robbie says,
good night.
Yes, Luke are dropping facts. Sophie says, I like a lot of TV shows and so might get around to it after it is finished on TV like years
Hopefully
later.
He doesn't land like that going forward. He landed on the ground first so he could, like, not hurt him.
Yeah, he's going to hurt himself if he keeps doing stupid shit like that. Piccolo says, as long as you don't push your agenda on me, just like what you like. There you go.
See, Gable's still laid out on the outside. Ugh.
Luke says, Sophie, can you read the movie was filmed first and released for a couple weeks first, then it was released later, so the movie was first. Sophie's like, there are a lot of shows that are hard to find on streaming services.
You know what? There are. There are a few that I was looking for I couldn't find. I Dream of Jeannie, nowhere.
What was that other one we were looking
The first
for?
two...
It's like a really popular one, too, that we couldn't find. We thought it was weird that you couldn't find it on a streaming service. It was popular, and it has a lot of seasons to it. Not just I Dream of Jeannie. It was something else.
I don't know. Dana Brooke looks pretty fantastic right now. Zazawa.
It was a digital exclusive from last week.
Oh, Tamina from behind.
Jesus.
So is there a new champion? No, Dana Brooke holding her own against Tamina. Nobody's meaner than Tamina. Oh, R-Truth.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. He almost had her mounted. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Hi. No.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ew, are they going to kiss again?
Yeah. Academy Award, maybe? A Tony? I mean, they got to get something for that. One of the best actings I've ever seen. How can you have a tornado mix tag? I guess you could, but... Tornado usually means everybody's in the ring at once. Dana Brooke!
So instead of it just being in the back, they're just going to have it in the ring?
Yeah, same shit.
Nice. Makes sense to me. Because Robbie says Chad and Otis finished before they begun. And Sophie says in some shows are on 2 or 3 streaming services. And Luke says if you want hard to find series, order them on DVD or Blu-ray. Amazon sells almost all older series. Wrestling Guy says AJ versus Seth going to be a good tonight.
Woo!
It should be. Robbie says, Luke, did you buy the movie on DVD? And Luke's like, which movie? And Robbie's like, the one that was released first. Yeah.
Tamina and Tozawa. That just basically means everybody can fuck with everybody. But that's after the commercial break.
Commercial break. Commercial break. These weirdos.
Oh, they're doing the Dame thing.
Oh, Oh, yeah, it's women whatever month crap or whatever. That's right, I forgot about that shit.
For another 10 days.
Garbage.
I was only fan of one, but...
Was it because her boobs were ginormous?
Yes, Nikki. The
Of course it
triple B, the big boob Bella. Was never a fan of Brie, and it had nothing to do with her boobs, but... Brie mode. She was just dangerous and wasn't very good. Snakes. I saw Robin Hood. I can shoot a bow 2 arrows per second.
Can you? Is that why you can?
Yeah, from that movie.
So if
I haven't
you watch
trained
the
yet.
movies, then you do what it does.
Right.
You're like, I haven't trained yet, but, you know.
I've seen it done, so therefore I know it can be. You have to see it before you can believe it.
That's funny.
It's science, it's fine.
It's science, it's funny.
Old DiGiorno. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Ew. Sorry.
What did he say?
He's like, it's moments like this that my fudge stripes are made for.
Ew, his underwear.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
his underwear skin marks. Oh my god, the Keebler owls are gross.
disgusting.
Oh my goodness.
My fudge strips.
Nasty. Sophie says, what's a DVD or Blu-ray? Good night. My phone is almost dead. All right, bye, Sophie. Thanks for hanging with us. Looks like I love horror movies, so yes. Luke says, did she really just ask what a DVD or Blu-ray is? What the fuck? But it's like one for D to watch the Bella Twins documentary. No. Piccolo says, both their search engines help you find movies or TV shows and let you keep track of your viewing guides. That's interesting. What are you talking about? What's Peacock? Piccolo, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Piccola? I'm confused, dude. Both their search engines help you find movies or TV shows and let you keep track of your viewing guides. It was like Dollhouse, and Piccolo says it's like TV Guide for Gen Zers. Luke says Dollhouse was Elijah Dushku, who played Faith on Buffy the Vampire Slayer series. You know, besides Buffy's young sister, who showed up in later series, the Eliza Dushku was the youngest actress on that show. It was like, I was way off of Eliza Dushku, not Jennifer Love, although you said Patricia, and Luke's like, wait, did Eliza change her name? And Ayla's like, middle name, my bad. Vindicator's like, you appreciate Women's Wrestling History Month, don't you, Travis? Who is your favorite diva from the past? Mine is a tie between Miss Elizabeth and Trish Stratus. Okay, Travis, are you ready?
What?
You appreciate Women's Wrestling History Month, don't you, Travis? Yeah. Who is your favorite diva from the past? Mine is a tie between Miss Elizabeth and Trish Stratus. That's from Vindicator.
Right. Yeah,
Fabulous Moolah and Miss Elizabeth are Travis's. Ayla says Eliza Patricia Dushku, and Luke says, so it is Eliza Dushku, I thought so. Rob is like, Trisha's a fraud. And people says, I remember her, Bring It On, and the new guy. And he's like, I tried to copy and paste and only got part. Looks like, Robbie, can you stop saying people are frauds? LOL. Then here's like, Ayla, did your buddy Sophia finally get worn out by your relentless friendship? And Robbie's like, Luke, you should send Sophia a Blu-ray. Roberto says, y'all have a good night. See y'all on Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Roberto. Thanks for hanging out with us. Feels like she wants my bod. Robbie's like, send. Yes. P. Cola says, I played billiards with DJ Qualls in Nashville. The skinny dude from the new guy.
That's way cool.
That's cool that you played billiards with DJ Qualls. I don't know who he is.
The skinny guy?
Yeah, from...
He's the creepy weird one on Road Trip.
Oh.
It's not cheating because it's your dog.
Ah.
If you rub peanut butter all over your balls,
Mm.
your dog will
Okay.
because it's your dog.
Tamina and Tozawa are having a moment earlier today on Raw. It's making me want to whip my cookies that I'm eating that are delicious. Mm.
Were they sexing it up?
She wants the 24/7 championship.
Hopefully she wins it.
Make it happen, she tells him. She wants it and told him to make it happen.
I hope she gets that.
Mm-hmm. As Matthew is now in the chat says, LOL, she wants to rub your shoulders. Looks like I'm not paying to send that. In that case, anything Robbie. And Robbie's like, oh, Ayla. Well, Ayla's like, yeah. Whereas like, Luke, I know you have a soft spot for Sophie. It was like, not so soft, Robbie, huh, Luke? Robbie's like, China was good. Luke says, Robbie, you may joke around with Talitha and others, but not me. Matthew says, Victoria is the best. Dorothy says, Nicole Bass could crush China. And Piccolo says, Melina was and is always my favorite diva. Robbie says, Luke, in the words of Skepta, they call him a bad boy. Ella says, she thinks I'm a hot dude, dumpster fire with a heart of stone. She wants to dry hump my pant leg. Says, Melina was an awesome dancer. Anyways, we're in a match right now. Reginald just pinned somebody. Oh. So, Reggie just beat Tozawa. So, Tamina's not happy. And that was really fast. And Dana Brooke is still the 24/7 champ right now. And poor Tozawa got his nuts cracked in not a good way. Tamina is getting some of her tribal tattoos on her arm, it looks like. I don't remember seeing those before. Huh, interesting.
She usually wears long sleeve.
Yeah. Well, she's not wearing sleeves tonight. And so she's showing off some of her
Armpits. For Vin. Or Finn. Film. I'll get there.
Yes. Tamina is showing armpits for film. He said he wasn't going to be here, and he is not, so yes.
Well, that match was quick.
It was. It was so fast. They came back, they went in, they did stuff, and I wasn't really paying attention, and it happened. Anyways, but she kept the 24/7 for
well, yeah,
now.
because she would have. No matter what, it was a tag team match, I would assume.
No, I had 3 of them. Oh, Luke says, I apologize that I'm a more serious, intense person, chat. But I am who I am. So if I ask you to not act a certain way with me, please take it seriously. I was like, LOL, Ayla, she ain't a dog. And Piccolo says, does dry humping get you pregnant? I think so. I think that's what happens. It was like all the ladies are dogs around me, bro. Robbie's like, Luke, eat a Snickers. Might make you feel good. You're not you when you're hungry. They're showing Stone Cold from earlier tonight. He looks a little different.
You forgot to do his new phrase.
Here you go.
I don't know what it is. I'm waiting for music or something.
Where are we going? Voldemort.
It's probably on the screen. I wonder if we can get any of that beer here in town.
This says Luke, don't start catchy sayings like sausage wallet and chow will remain in order. It was like, right, Luke, you did all this. Matthew's like, WWE needs a visit from the Ho Train, Godfather WrestleMania 38. Do it, Vince. Vindicator says the frustrations of unnecessary people in life have given Luke a hardened heart of stone. I can relate. Ray says KO does a quality impression. Matthew says, LOL, Ayla, you're the best. LOL. Looks like, Bobby, I don't need a Snickers to cure who I am. Are you sure that your blood sugar's not low? You seem angry. Pepper Owens says, yes, I went bald. He's like, hey, he needs a Kit Kat bar. Matthew's like, yeah, what happened the first 2 hours? Yeah, stuff and
Just
things.
a bunch of stuff.
Stuff and things and recap things and stuff and things.
That was like, 4 or 5 matches?
Yeah, there's been something like that.
There's been 5 matches tonight.
Yeah.
If that helps. In 2.5 hours.
Do you want to know what the matches are, Matthew, and what happened during those matches?
The first match of the evening was Ray and Son versus the Glorious Show-Offs. Ray and Son won that one. And then the next match was Omos versus Apollo and Aziz.
Mm-hmm.
And Omos won that one, of course. And that was a handicap match. And then we had Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. And Shayna Baszler and Natalya won that one clean. And then we had the Alpha Academy versus the RK Bro, and the RK Bro won that. And then the Street Profits showed up after that. Anyways, and then we just had Dana Brooke and Reginald versus Tamina and Tozawa.
It was a tornado match for the 24/7 belt, but Dana won. So there you go. That's all that's happened. And now we have AJ coming out.
Yeah, and in there they had a bunch of filling.
Talking and filler.
We
and
had Stone Cold come out, we thought, but it ended up being Kevin Owens in a bald cap and some broken knee braces.
Yeah, that happened at the beginning. They did a little recap of that, too, if you saw.
And our main event is going to be Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, because Seth Rollins came down and challenged AJ for his spot to face Edge at WrestleMania.
Yes.
And the general managers agreed. Same shit they did last week, by the way, when he had to wrestle Kevin Owens.
Yep, exactly. All that stuff and a Kit Kat bar. Anyways, that's what happened. Vindicator says Kit Kat ain't better than Twix. Matthew says, I'm an adult. Mounds is my candy. Actually, I like Mounds.
I like all of them.
Vindicator says, I'm kidding. I don't eat neither one. Liar! Liar, Vin! It was like, well, second Sophia came in asking if we think she's hot. Then she wanted me, the usual. JPD saved me. Put her back in the basement where she belongs. Piccolo says, sounds like he needs an old-fashioned handy. Luke says, remember I'm diabetic, so I promise our blood sugars aren't low, lol. Hence why I asked, because I do remember that you're diabetic. That's why I asked if you had some low blood sugar levels, because you seemed kind of grumpy.
You're too sweet.
You're too grumpy.
Too sweet.
Rob is like, Vindicator whisper, that would be too high. Wouldn't it? If your blood sugar level was high, that would mean you're too sweet. I said
diabetic.
Low. Diabetic? What? That's ridiculous. Oh, Robbie says, Vin, Whisper Gold Bar is better than a Twix. And it's like, what's a Whisper Bar? Ayla, it's where you go to get drinks. And everybody whispers at the bar about everything. It's very quiet. They don't have TVs. They all are on mute with the closed captionings happening on them. That's what a Whisper Bar is. And you get drinks, but they're really quiet drinks. So there's no ice. And there's no clinking of silverware or anything like that. Just so you know. Whisper whisper bar.
Nobody's funny. You're like,
They have to laugh on the inside.
you shit yourself.
On the inside.
Don't go there if you're gassy. Don't go to a Mexican restaurant before you go there.
Right? Do not.
Or Indian.
Do not, for the life of you, do not eat diarrhea food before you. So, Ayla, that would be for you. Do not go to toxic hell. Don't. Just
and then do the whisper bar.
And then don't go to the whisper bar afterwards. It will be horrendous for everybody. Vindicator says that a UK exclusive brand, Ravi. And Ravi says, Ayla, they are so good. Ayla's like, Ravi, we do not care about your no sugar UK snacks. Right? Yeah. Ew, no sugar. Matthew's like, wow, it seems like a light card for it being only 2 to 3 weeks away from it. It was just more talking and that kind of like build up. More build up stuff, rather. Matthew says, yeah, what's a whisper? I just showed you. Ravi says, Vin, order one. They're the dog's bullocks, lol. Ravi says, Ayla, just because you're boring. This is me, Legrand. No one else cares either. Matthew's like, oh, so Sophie wants to bear a child between you and her. Is that right, Ayla? Ayla's like, oh, Ravi, is that a rainbow bar? Good for you, Ravi. Matthew's like, isn't that a speakeasy? And Luke's all excited about delete the ASMR.
It's a whisper.
Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense. It's not whisper. It's whisper. And it's made by Cadbury. And we all know that Cadbury chocolate is the bomb diggity. Because in the States, it's really good chocolate also.
They're over $1 a piece. But they're 15% off.
Okay, so every candy bar nowadays is over $1 a piece now. What else does it have in it besides chocolate? Yes. Usually it says on the front.
It's right there. Oh.
I know the ingredients are there.
Oh, you don't want to know what's
But
in
I want to know, not that kind of knowing. Do we have just a picture of the front of one of them? No. It is a aerated Cadbury milk chocolate bar. So it has air in it. Ew, gross. No wonder it's a whisper. Cadbury. Whisper. Whisper. You gotta say it with an English accent or Scottish or whatever the Angler one is. Let's see. Ayla says, a silent rainbow bar. Cute. And Matthew's like that. And Ayla says Sophia, not Sophie. Ravi says, Ayla, of course they do care. It's you, Ayla. And Matthew says, fucking ass off, Luke. And Matthew's like, ooh, lol. And Ayla's like, UK has a sugar tax, though probably not good. Luke says, I like Cadbury, but I prefer Dove. Yeah, they're not too bad. I guess it depends, right, on if you like... Well, because Cadbury used to not be... I think, isn't Cadbury now like an American... Didn't an American company buy Cadbury chocolates or something?
Not answer that.
Right, there's... Like Cadbury used to be just UK, and I don't know if they are anymore. Like, they just used to be owned by a UK company.
Right. All they have is eggs, and that's it. Everything else is trash.
They actually have this one. It's called a fruit and nut bar. God, it's so good. It has like almonds and raisins in it, but everybody else is like, ugh! And I'm like, it's so delicious. Matthew's like, my favorite chocolate starts with a G. I can't spell it. Vindicator says, answer always just a click away on the good old cell phones. Matthew says, Girardelli, I looked at the bag. He's like, I even got the chocolate. Rob is like, Ayla, I wouldn't trust you on sugar. Ayla's like, Vin, are you 50? You sound like a 50-year-old. Ayla's like, well, I live in America, so everything is sugar. Vindicator's like, I will be 95 this fall. Robbie's like, Seth gonna win. And Matthew's like, Cadbury cream eggs got smaller over the years. I suppose. I don't really eat them. I don't like them. Everybody else really likes them. Yep.
If Seth wins.
Mm-hmm. They're putting that up there so that people out there are like, oh my god, that's happening? No.
It could be. All right, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins going one-on-one. Seth is all sorts of showboating in this.
Yeah, Seth. Pickles like sounds like a trail mix candy bar. I guess it kind of is. Look it up. It's Cadbury. It's a Cadbury bar. It's a big bar. Like, it's one of their, like, bigger candy bars. They've been around for years. My mom used to get them. Okay. One of the chocolate candy bars my mom actually liked and ate. And so it was one that I liked and ate with her. So it was something we shared. I guess you
got
could
AJ
say.
in trouble early too.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good.
Oh, he threw him around.
We definitely don't want to see Seth wrestling freaking
Edge
again.
God, no. Please, no. Looks like Mr. Tracker. Bobby says, come on, Seth. And Luke says, I'm not sure how to word this, so I'll try. Okay. Matthew says, I don't like those stupid eggs either.
Over the top. Oh, phenomenal forearm off the top.
I was like, good job wording, Luke. That was a good job. Bobby's like, Luke can't get his words out. And Luke says, okay. So, whenever I click out of stream to check other streams, every time I come back to stream, it shows a weird, brief 1-second clip of the Raw broadcast instead of your thumbnail. Just like a bit ago, I saw a quick shot of Liv and Rhea's entrance as I logged into stream.
Well, that's kind of cool. Weird.
Is it weird?
Well, did you show something?
No, I didn't do anything.
Well, then why did you hit me?
Because you said, oh, that's weird.
Is it not?
Is it a clip or is it just a picture? Minicator says, careful, Matt. You don't want to offend any stray Easter bunnies. They might be surfing the webs, LOL. Matthew says, I don't like those stupid eggs either. I don't like the goo on the inside. A lot of people love those, by the way. And if you do, I'm happy for you. I'm glad that people love the Cadbury cream eggs. I do not. I have never really liked them. Like, I do not like the weird, gross stuff in the middle. They're so yucky. But a lot of people love them. Like, I know that Travis has some people in his family or his life that like them. Girl I work with, she loves them. But she doesn't like the big ones. She likes the mini ones and stuff. But, yeah. I don't know. Very weird. Robbie says, is a curb stomp a quality finisher?
Yeah. That's not bad. Britt Baker uses it well, too.
I don't know if I'd really consider it a quality finisher. I mean, and they don't call it the curb stomp anymore. They just call it the stomp, which
They
makes
call
it
it a
even
curb stomp on AEW.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just WWE that went away from that because it was too violent. Yet they let Roman do it a drive-by. I don't know how that's not.
I feel that's more offensive, really. And I take offense to it. I'm going to tell them so. I'm going to get on their Twitter page and complain. Matthew says, Vin, LOL, I ate hollow Easter bunnies for breakfast. Ayla says, ew, Matthew, those are yucky. Then because just Travis embraces the weirdness of flaky 21st century technology. Rory says, yeah, I can also live and Rhea on the pic. Alright, so Ayla's like, I hate those eggs. And Luke says, it's a pic, sorry. Like, every time I click into stream, the thumbnail keeps changing to images from the live Raw. And Matthew says, I don't like milk chocolate too much. I prefer dark. Most guys do. Robbie says, Ayla, no one asked you. And Matthew's like, hello, Robbie. And Luke's like, and it's a little different from your thumbnail. Luke's like, but again, I could also just be losing my mind. We're all losing our minds just a little bit. We're all going a little mad. Ayla's like, Robbie, shut up. I only answered a real mod. Matthew's like, that's like WWE calling the FU, the attitude adjustment, and the STFU just into an STF.
Exactly. When they're just changing everything.
Changing it all up. For no reason. Like, who cares?
It could offend somebody.
Yes. Yes, you know what? And it's offensive that they changed the name of it. So there you go. Now they offended me. Now what are they going to do? Nothing. Robbie's like, Ayla, you love a playground fight. LOL.
Who wouldn't?
Sounds terrible. What kind of playground fight? Like hair pulling and like throwing dodgeballs in people's faces? Or... Alright. Who out there has Disney Plus? Luke, I'm pretty sure has Disney Plus. Luke, have you and Jade watched Red Panda yet? Ayla has it too, I think. No,
Is it called Red Panda or just Red?
Red Panda.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I always just thought it was red, but yeah. This is alright.
Or turning red or something like that.
Anyways, it's about a little girl that turns into a panda. Because she's related to an ancient god of pandas. It was a lady, and then she had the gods turn her into a panda.
Why don't you just tell everybody all about it who might want to watch it?
That's not going to be a part of it. That, like, literally has nothing to do with the plot. Oh, big chop! Another chop. 3 chop. They're still doing the Ric Flair thing in the audience. Woo! How much time do we have left?
Too much time.
I did an update, so I have no clocks.
There's like 20 minutes left.
Forgot I had this one. So this match could last a while. And with these two, they should go a long ways. You know, you would think that if Vince saw this and it's like, hey, you know what, we're going to do this as a main event. You guys are going to be out there for a half hour. It's going to be a great match. You would want to install it into other matches. Like, oh, it's working. That's pretty good. I like that stuff. Oh fuck.
Shit.
AJ might have just knocked himself out.
He's like, where am I? I don't know. Erica says, creamy milk chocolate all the way for me. I only settle for the best that my sweet tooth can savor. It's like, only fight you can be in, itty bitty. Robbie's like, this is a good match.
It is. And it's early in this match.
That's not good. Matthew says, by the way, if y'all get contacted by me through Instagram, my account was hacked. You're more likely to get a drunk nude than any Bitcoin mining solicitation, FYI. Well, duh. Hello. Pfft. If I got something like from solicitation from you, I'd be like, conspiracy theories? Are they coming soon? But the drunk nude, I would just be like, no, that Matthew. Just out playing in the woods again. Rob is like, Ayla, you couldn't fight yourself. You get scared of your own shadow. Or shared. Vindicator says, no kids, so no reason for Disney Plus or minus or multiplying or subtraction. It has all the Marvel movies if you like Marvel.
It does. I mean, it has some good stuff. And if you like the old Disney stuff, it's pretty good too.
It has some 21st century movies and stuff because they bought them. So it just depends on if you like different types of movies. Luke says, it did it again. And now the thumbnail is Seth and AJ from earlier.
Crazy.
Ayla says, Robbie, laughing Kate. Luke says, the movie is called Turning Red. There we go. And we have not watched it yet. It's cute.
It's pretty cute.
It's really cute. I made Travis watch it yesterday because I wanted to see it. So I watched that, and then I watched Cruella.
I slept
because I really love Emma Stone. Robbie says, Ayla, you are crazy and shameless. I love it. Ayla's like, it's my least favorite Pixar movie. It was cute, though. Matthew says, hello, Ayla and Robbie having a match in chat. Robbie seems to be going after the championship tonight. Vindicator's like, I might check out soon. This is getting the feel of a Daniel McDanielson match.
Joint manipulation.
Slowness and going and it's like, see, everyone wants to dry hump my pant leg. All these crazy ladies out here wanting this. What's even funnier is that you tell them that you're a dude, yet your picture is a girl, so it's even more weird. That just makes it more awkward. All sorts of awkwards. Beth is like, LOL, y'all are team players. I hope that everyone in chat and our host had an awesome weekend. Much love, homies.
Doing fantastic. I think I had a good weekend.
Matthew, did you just have an alien bug implanted in your brain? Because that's not normal verbiage from you. Are you okay? Do you need help? Blink twice if you need help. Robbie's like, this has been the best match so far. Yeah, because they actually have a match.
Yeah, it's a real match. It's happening.
As Piccolo says, the group of Asian aunties are too real. Picture them playing mahjong and laughing at their silliness. That's my mom and her sisters at holidays. That's awesome. No, it does not surprise me one bit that that's actually like really real. Like they depict them in animes too, like that. So I just figured that's how they are. Vindicator says, I'm just glad the chat didn't freeze from all those emojis.
Yeah.
He looks like, I can look like Jesus. Mainly men have long hair and pose like a lady. Manly men. Oh, my bad. JVD's back here, though. It says, are we still
JVD.
getting interrogated? I don't think so. I think you're good. I think putting Ayla back in the, basement helped. Robbie's like, Ayla, can I use you for Halloween? JVD says, Austin does have kids. I think he has 2 daughters.
Ah, that's interesting. Is that with like Deborah McMichaels?
Who?
Austin.
Theory?
No.
Austin, who?
Steve Austin.
Oh, Steve Austin. I'm like, who are you talking about? Matthew says, I've got the new sprinkle variant. It's called Working. What?
Ugh.
That's ridiculous.
Be careful, that one's not very contagious.
It's not for most people. Matthew says, Ayla be Jesus. she be Jesus. Where's her beard? Ayla, I need you to put a beard on yourself in your picture. JVD says, no, it was with his wife before her.
Oh. So his daughters are old then.
Some old lady daughters. Ayla's like, I got a good case of pneumonia. Breathing? Never heard of her.
You gotta breathe
Exercise
deep.
those lungs, lady. You gotta exercise those lungs.
Like if you have this little thing, they have a machine and you like suck and it like tries to lift a ball up in the air. It sounds very pornographic right now, but normally it's a plastic machine with plastic parts.
Wah, wah.
Try to get your oxygen content up to like 97, 98, 99.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
So much smoke need oxygen.
Oxygen. Ouch. It says, I can get a beard. I'm going to make a new thumbnail. Y'all remember me for what I was. That's going to be hilarious. JVD is laughing. Maddie's like, hey, Zeus, sounds like a surfing Jesus. Hang 10, brah. It sounds like it's in Spanish. That's weird. Don't miss it. There's most watched dramas on Wednesday, guys. Make sure you watch them because they're drama-y.
AEW is pretty drama-y.
They've got a lot of drama happening. Not as real blood.
Oh no. We went off the air.
God damn it.
Patented.
Dun, 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 dun,
After our 3 hours. Hopefully we're back on the air. There,
It came
we
back
should be
up.
back.
We should be back.
So
Sorry for
hopefully-
any pauses, my friends.
Whatever happens. We're going to be a little bit behind. So if there was a little thing chasing it, so.
Right,
Like a
says,
snake trying to
I
eat
don't
its
remember
tail.
what you was now. Ayla's like, I'm going to get a chat wife. Watch out. Pickle's like, on the AE doc, Austin's baby's mama is British, and the girls were maybe 8 or 10, and he was on the road, and he called them, and he couldn't recognize them because of their strong accents. That's pretty funny. Matthew's like, hello, what are you going to do, Ayla? Shave your pits and make a beard? Ayla's like, no. And then he's like, boom, I'm not from Jersey, bearded woman.
Seth's shin pads remind me of those things you put in car windows to keep the sun off your shade.
Oh,
You know, the
yeah,
sunshades.
those things. Yeah, I totally know what you're saying. That's funny.
He's seen those. He went into his car, seen it, folded it, and was like,
This is awesome. I'm going to put these on my shoes.
I could wear these.
I'm going to wear it later. Rob is like, Ayla would suit a beard. Ayla's like, I'm just going to make a new cartoon picture. I don't want real pictures of me on here. No.
Not in this chat.
Not in this place of crazies. Matthew says I can't even grow a beard. You know what you could do, Matthew, is you could take your hair and cut it off and then glue it to your face. That'd work.
That's classic.
It's alright. It was like, Matthew, you are from Jersey still, silly goose. Get back in the pond. Bobby's like, hello, Matthew, why not?
All right, these two are going right after each other. AJ Styles going crazy here.
Kicking him and hitting him.
What a barrage.
Clotheslining him and kicking him and hitting him and twirling around like he's dancing with him.
Oh, phenomenal forearm right there.
Was it?
Well, basically, it was a big forearm.
Oh,
It wasn't phenomenal.
I thought he kicked him.
No, that was a forearm.
Sitting forearm. That's weird. Oh, we got him.
Big clothesline. Picks him up.
He's being
Drops
serious
him down.
now.
KOD.
He's like, I'm so serious. I'm
One,
so serious
two.
right now.
Ooh, so close.
Yet so far away.
Got about 9 minutes left.
9 minutes.
Will Cody show?
Who is Seth going to have a match with?
Well, Seth could win this, and who is AJ going to have a match with?
Matthew's like, I can only grow a mustache and goatee. I can't grow hair on the rest of my face besides a few. I'm 38 and still waiting for puberty to kick in. Pico's like, hey, can I shout out something? Sure.
Go ahead.
Something.
Hit it.
Just kidding.
1, 2.
Yes.
Seth almost
I
had him
will
right
read
there.
it. Of course I'll read it. Robbie says, I guess for Matthew, Gillette is not the best a man can get. Ayla's like, yeah, Matthew, why not? Why
1,
don't you just
2,
push
and 3.
really
No!
hard like you
Seth
need to
kicks
do?
out.
You should just grow a beard. This is how it works, Ayla. Okay, I don't want to say it wrong. Is it Digesis? Digesis? How do you pronounce his thing? Give me a pronunciation so I say it right.
Picks him up, drops him around. Oh! Seth. No. Big forearm by Seth. Snap. Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, and 3. No! AJ kicks out. Fantastical.
It's a tasticle with its testicles. Tastical testicles. Okay. Is it... You're not telling me how to say it, so I'm just going to say it how I'm going to say it. All right, Piccolo says, my friend Chad from Digesis is planning to do some special movie stuff.
Woo! 1, 2.
Diegesis. Okay, Diegesis. His friend Chad from Diegesis is planning to do some special movie stuff. So Picola says, go check him out, Chad, at Diegesis. They do movie reactions like Terminator 2 just dropped, and Ariana is pretty funny.
Good deal.
I did watch a couple of those things that you sent over. It was pretty funny. Robbie says, Ayla, did that work for you? And Luke says, I have to trim my facial hair every 3 days. That's how fast mine grows. I have a goatee and a chin strap. So, you're Amish? Just making sure.
Shake this off. I make really nice heaters. People always want to buy them from me.
Sorry. You know I love you, Luke. Vindicator's like, so AJ is going to win this filler match, guys, and that is not a spoiler. So I will see you on NXT. I mean, AEW, Detonation, Dynamite, Wildy, Coyote, or whatever. Later, everyone. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Oh, sorry it was so hard. But thank you. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Matthew says, "Oh, I save a lot on shaving, though. I only need to replace my blades like once every 3 to 6 months because I use an electric shaver mostly." Oh, my goodness. Pickle says, "You're pretty on point." I guess, because I read that to myself earlier. It was like, "No, Robbie, when I tried that, I successfully shit my pants." Yeah, because you can't grow a beard by pushing it out of your face.
There it is. Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, crap, his leg. Oh, no.
AJ's too much. He's got him in the torture rack?
Oh, my God, how could he?
He's got him in the torture rack.
Oh, my God.
Spins him around. 1, 2. Seth kicks out.
Of course he did.
That guy's got a fanny pack around his...
Matthew says, "If my body worked like that, I'd push to be 2 inches taller, not for facial, lol." Well, Matthew says, "Later, Vin, be easy, boss." Robbie says, "You follow through." Vindicator's like, "Cheers, cool." Piccolo says, "See you later, Vindicator." Luke says, "No, I'm not Amish, you goobers." "Are you sure?" "I think you are. You know, barn raising and all the crap you're doing, you're totally Amish. Totally. And you have a chin strap. Totally Amish." Oh, man, this is awesome.
Here it comes. Phenomenal forearm. If he hits this, it's over.
It's over. Oh, got kicked in the face.
Got about 4 minutes left, guys.
Oh, no. Don't fall down. Oh, no.
Picks him up. Power bombs in.
Oh,
Buckle
no.
bomb.
Oh.
Here it is. Curb stomp.
Oh.
No, he's going up top.
It says, "Luke, the Amish brother." Piccolo says, "I wish I still had my Asian baby face." You don't? I thought you did. From your
Whoa,
I
got his knees up.
Just in time.
AJ, get to the outside. Hit him with that phenomenal.
Hurry. Just roll over there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He needed to hit him with the Styles Clash first and then go into the outside, hit him with the phenomenal forearm, and it's over.
Yeah, over. Matthew's like, "Nice, the torture rack does hurt like hell." I
Ooh.
bet it does in the olden days.
See, he's already going outside for a phenomenal. He's going to miss it again.
It was like, I assumed Luke was Amish. You assumed it? You guys are dorks.
I don't think the Amish can have, unless this is Rosh Hashanah, whatever it's called. But he's on the internet. Well, that's it.
So Edge interfered.
AJ wins the match.
And AJ wins because of Edge's interference, taking it away from Seth.
Seth lost his opportunity again.
By Edge. And he's going to be like, "No, that's not fair. That's not fair."
Edge's got a nice little suit on.
I think he ripped it. Pretty sure he ripped the sleeve off of it.
I could have.
Oh, no.
AJ Styles.
Oh,
That just
poor
happened.
Seth, he's going to have a meltdown.
Seth has
Poor
no
guy.
opportunities.
He's going to melt down. It's going to happen. Robbie's like, "AJ with the win." It looks like now you have me wondering if Amish people exist over here. They do, Luke. They're you. It's okay.
Like
It's okay. We understand.
Like those people that don't believe in ghosts and then they realize they are the ghost.
Totally. That's exactly what it is.
That how, like with what's her name? Nicole Kidman, she keeps closing the curtains.
Yes. Because her kids are allergic to sunlight.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Pickle says, "My dummy high school friends threw me on their shoulders
They
and torture
just
racked me."
edited shit. He said this is bullshit and they edited it.
That's dumb. It's
Oh, he's
shit.
canceling it. He's canceling Monday Night Raw next week. So we're not going to be here next week, guys. Seth just canceled it.
Seth canceled it. I'm going to go off of what he says, so I'm going to leave, and yeah.
He said it will not happen unless he gets a
I'm going to have to
WrestleMania
just
moment.
not show up next Monday, okay? Yeah.
Oh, shit. He's breaking barricades.
As Luna says, Edge! He's very angry.
Look at this.
Rawr!
Ripping the whole place apart.
Rawr, rawr, rawr. Anyways, Luna's happy about Edge, and Pico says probably 70 pounds lighter. Robbie says Edge getting involved. Holy crap. He is really having a meltdown
Oh,
here.
he's ripping the whole thing apart.
It's like, I can imagine Luke building a barn in about 30 minutes. Gothleshi is like, boo. Well, you know what, Ayla? He's built so many of them, I bet you he can now. Golf Lashley is like, boo, and Rob is like, with the animals going in 2 by 2. And Piccolo says, fat guy in a little coat. I know, he totally broke it, huh? He, like, ripped one of his sleeves. That was pretty funny. Golf Lashley says, I'm gone. Matthew says, hoorah. And Luna says, me too, like, quick. It was like piggy dipping in the piggy pond. Luke says, I can't be Amish. I rely way too much on technology and electricity. It's fine. It's okay to be Amish, Luke. We all still love you. Robbie says, D, you're shameless too. Although Luke doesn't know what to do. Luke loves me, and I love him. And that's just how it is. And Ayla says, so you're progressive Amish. Yeah, that's it. There you go. See, Ayla's got it. Matthew says, oh, Sunday Night Stunner is coming to town in May. I wonder if Austin will host that show. I have no idea. But we're going to leave now. That's the end of Raw, guys. You know, of course, Edge came down, ruined it for, what's his
Seth.
face? Oh, yeah, that guy.
Oh, it's Seth freaking Rollins.
Poor Seth. He's getting the short end of the stick everywhere he goes, along with, you know what? He should go hang out with Robert Roode. They both are getting the short end of the stick. Maybe Robert Roode could give him some pointers on how to take the short end of the stick with being a loser. Just kidding. As Luke says, I hate it here. Get me out of here. Well, it was like, we love Amish. See, I don't know why you'd want to leave. We love you so much. All right, everybody. Again, that was the end of Raw. It is still going to be Edge and AJ Styles. We'll see what's going to happen with Seth. They're still teasing us with that possible whatever it is, Cody thing. That's it. That's what they keep saying. All right. Again, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you again on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.